Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's another night of fun, all lined up for you guys. Man, I am rested up, ready to rock, ready to get into it tonight. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are having a great day. Man, I was getting so much stuff done today. Very excited about it. I was queuing up videos and I was doing towels and I was doing this and doing that and copying this thing over here and cleaning that thing off and doing that. Oh man, I was working hard today, everybody. Working hard. We've got, of course, Valheim already ready to rock, so feel free to jump on there. I've been leaving it run 24/7. Sadly, yet again, no Alpha 21 weekend for 7 Days to Die. I have the worst feeling that they're going to do it while I'm not around. I don't know if it drops and I'm not around, everybody. I'll play on my laptop. It'll be terrible. But I'll still stream on the laptop. I got to get that ready. We're going to test that out next week. Make sure that laptop is working so that when I am on the One Last Wave project, you guys can join me. Now, remember, you can help toward that One Last Wave project right down there. You can either donate right down in that tips down below, or you can go ahead and go on the GoFundMe over there. I do appreciate AMZ over there who did show some love over there as well. Appreciate everybody coming in. Again, put those ones in the chat so I know you can see or hear me, or I'm just going to be talking to myself, as normal. But man, we got a lot of stuff lined up tonight. Now, we also have another fun game lined up, and I want everyone, every single person in the chat to come join me, because guess what? It's totally free. That's right. It's totally free. I'm going to throw it in the chat for you right here. Not Wastelanders, Warlanders right there. Let's see if my bot wants to work today. Come on, Warlander. Sorry, that's Warlander. There we go. All right, there we go. You can go download that for free on Steam. Make sure to get it installed because we're going to play it later on after Valheim. We're going to play out Valheim here for about 3 hours. Then I'm going to ask my crew to stop playing Valheim, even if I do leave the server up, and come join me for some Wastelanders or Warlanders, because it does help me. And we might have a sponsored event after that too, in which I give away a free code. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works out tonight. Now, again, the best way to help support the stream, of course, is to go out there and retweet. You guys already got it done. Look at that. I was about to say that. You already got it done. Oh, you already put it in there. But it did the error. Watch out for that error, Crazy. It's been giving me that error all month long. That little fetch error. I just give it a few seconds and try it again. It's like hit and miss whether those points are dropping. Make sure it does confirm in the chat. Now, speaking of Crazy, everybody, show them some love in the chat. Let me see some hearts in the chat for Crazy. My awesome mods had my back for years and years and years. Again, they are the heroes behind the stream, everybody. Show them some love in the chat. Appreciate it big time. There he is. Oh, there he is right down there. Show him some love. Again, saying hello there as well. I see you there, Pauls. What up? You ready for another Saturday? I am too. Come and join us, everybody. Welcome. Remember, the server's open to everyone. You're welcome to jump on in now. We got the server unlocked 24/7, where you guys can come in and start to build out. Now, I've got a couple things that I'm going to build out over here. I'm going to be working on the main room here, which is our sort room. And then maybe, if I get to it, maybe the other room over here where it is our portal room. Or I might move the portal room up on top. I don't know. We'll see. Now, I've already got a bit of a start here, and I'm just doing something super basic, just square room here, and we're working out some of the basics of how to run longer lines and embed them into the actual things. You can't see them, but they still will support it. You don't have to have as many support structures to hold it up. And so we're going to explore a bit of those mechanics tonight, do some mega building, as my team's also mega building in the Wasteland, and not the Wasteland, but in the Mistlands, and they're doing their own builds as well in there. So again, what we're going to need to do probably is collect a lot of loot as we go along, as we progress in our sorting room. And I'm just going to show you some of my techniques, whether I get it done or not, probably on the not side, especially if 7 Days to Die drops next week. That will be a complete stream takeover, by the way, when the 7 Days to Die Alpha 21 does drop. That means I will be doing it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as well. Once that drops, probably right up until we start the One Last Wave project, which is going to start on June 15th. Also know that I will be out next week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will be out those days. There'll be no stream. Don't worry, I'll try to update my schedule tomorrow So you guys will see that, or maybe after the stream, we'll see. I don't know. I've been really pushing myself a lot, everybody. Man, I've been really, so I've been having breathing problems. I'm having like anxiety problems. So I got so many moving parts going now that it's kind of like, juggling, constantly juggling all these different things I got going. And I'm really pushing my health, get fit or die trying kind of thing. Working on that big time. So feel free to come on in here. Get it going. Oh, look at all that love for you in the chat there, Crazy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let me go ahead and try to bring the bot out and bring it back in again there, Crazy. Let's see if that'll lend us a hand here. Sometimes it does get funky chicken. Let me go ahead and have it run out the channel. At least it's doing links. And then we'll have it run back in. Now, last time I checked it, I did go up to their Discord, and they said they were still working on it. Let me go peek in there again real quick here and see if they've got any updates on that deal. Let's see, May 24th, which was still a while ago. May 25th. Stability of tools and services. We want to let you know that we've seen your mention aware of issues of stability across a few of our tools and services. We understand how frustrating it is. Apologize for this. Blah, 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 blah. Loyalty points. This was addressed and fixed. Has been rolled out. We have not seen any lost loyalty points. For more accuracy points, your views. Let your viewers know they can always check the leaderboard. Well, I can tell you it ain't working. I can tell you it ain't working. Easy mode. Easy mode by simply trying to press the button and it doesn't work. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Well, they said they fixed it. They did not fix it, so now I have to tell them that they didn't fix it. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta create a thing. Oh, there. Hold on. Gotta grab that out of there. Hold on. I gotta do this while I'm thinking about it. Stop it, stupid thing popping up on the side. Stop it with the pop-ups. All right. Product feedback. Chat bot. Gotta put some tags on there. All right, we'll give him some feedback. Boom. There we go. We'll post it. Maybe I should change it. I don't think I can change the title now. Should have put loyalty system not fixed. All right. Well, I'll put it in there and let them know it's still not fixed. They're my friends over there. I appreciate all the hard work they do over there, but it's still not fixed, and that's a pretty obvious thing right there. Pretty obvious. If I cannot do it, if I can't just press it and it works, it doesn't work. I know, huh? That's like a deep technical evaluation there, right? Yeah, so still not working. Again, they think they have it fixed, but they don't. You can see it says error occurred with the chattered list. Yeah, still an issue. All right, let's get back to it, though. We're not going to do technical problems all night long. We'll have to save those caps up for you later. We'll try again later. Ready for another fun Saturday? Yeah, I'm ready too. What up, Foggy? Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Appreciate everybody hanging out in the chat. There's all those ones. Thank you very much. AMZ, Jonkers, Towel. What's Towel all about? Hello. That's Mr. Nine. You come in. Hey, Unforgiven. What up? Kez, I heard through the grapevine it may be this weekend for Alpha 21. It's not this weekend. They already said no. It's not this weekend. I'm part of the group. I'm part of the group. I'm going to be the first one to know because they're going to notify me the second it came up. And I already checked it earlier today. It's not this weekend. I wish it was. I wish it was right now. It'd be great if it was next weekend, the second, third, and fourth. But if it's not the 9th, 10th, 11th, that's going to really make it tough because I'm going to be traveling when that drops, and I'm just going to have a junky laptop. An old laptop to try to play that game on. It's got to be rough. Oh, look at all this love in the chat right here. Yeah, lots of love. Appreciate all that. And we'll try to get it going. It's the Gremlins. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's play some games. Let's go. All right, I'm ready to dive in, everybody. I'm ready to get into it. I'm pretty excited to get in here and start doing some building. Now, as you can see, everybody, we have got a bit of a stone area built out so far. And what I've been doing here, and I'll go ahead and just take one of these out of here, right over there. Oh, middle one. You can see that I've got a support right under there, and I'm using that support to hold this up, and then also running it in between the pillars, as well as to run it in such a way that you can't see it up above either. So we're going to go ahead and run up here and take a look. We're going to try anyway. There we go. We're going to run up here, and you can see that you can't see it up here on top either. And that's a little trick. What you do is you kind of build it in, and then you reverse. You work backwards, and you work forwards. You work backwards and forwards. And that's the way it is in a lot of games, is that you will kind of have to do one thing and then reverse what you did to do the other thing. And this game is no exception in that. Now, if I want to put that back, I can simply just go ahead and say, okay, I want to go ahead and do some building with some stone. And boom, there we go, goes right back in there again. Now, if I try to build out to the side here, I'm going to need some more stone, number one. Let's go over here, grab a little bit of stone that I have left in here. Maybe throw some of this other stuff in here. There we go. And we're going to go right to some building. Now, my team's probably building as well, and I'll go take a look at their builds later on, but I'm just going to show you a bit on how the building works. Now, notice that was, this one is fine, but watch as it evaluates the build. And over time, what it will do is evaluate to the point and says, hey, look, this is no bueno. That's not going to work, right? Now, one of the things that you can also do whenever you throw your pillars down, just to give it all more stability, of course, is to go ahead and put your supports in there. I find that these are very, very effective in extending how much pillars and whatnot you could put up there, especially when you're trying to put this last one in right over here. And boom, we're going to put that in, and we're going to see it evaluate. Is it good? Even if it's red, everybody, as long as it stays there, you're good. You're good on that. Now, the same thing over here, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this out now that we've got those pillars lined up. And there we go. And now we're going to go ahead and try to do another one right here and right there. And we're going to see if it evaluates itself. How's it looking? Orange, red. Oh, look out. Look out. Deep red. Deep red there. Look at that. These are all red here. Saying, hey, look out, that might fall down. Now, the problem with doing real long expanses like that is the fact that you need a lot of iron. And you can burn up a lot of iron doing that. And so I want to look for alternate ways, or I might go collect a bunch of iron. We'll see. Alternate ways to help support this along the way. Now, you could try to put supports under it like this. But remember, those supports are basically attaching themselves to the stone and not the actual pole. That is the actual support that's in the middle of this that's running down. So vitally important to understand what the actual support is. Now, my other support is actually behind this thing right here. And it's actually right there in the ground. As you can see, it's running down. Oh, if I get my light to go the right way, it's actually running down into the actual ground itself. And I can go ahead and take that out without fear of that going out. Oh, actually, it's not quite on the ground. But what you want to do is get that to be down as far as possible. So that it's got that, basically, it's blue. This is actually green. That should have been a dead giveaway right there. That actually is not fully onto the ground. And you want to check all this stuff. You want to test it, make sure that it is giving you the proper supports. And we're just going to go ahead and try to rock ourselves a little pole in there. Now, what you can do is you don't necessarily have to make the poles actually sit on top of each other. If they actually intersect with one another, they will also act as a support pole. Like that. And then what we can do is we can use the side here to try to just work that back in there. And now it's actually all the way back down on the ground. Same thing over here. We could just, oh, not wanting to do that. A little bit over. There we go. And now we've got that lined up. Now, if you notice that there's a gap here, and there's a reason why there's a gap there is because I originally had it offset one way and I was running it. But what I wanted to do was line up the floor so that it lines up to my support pole that is running across there, right? So it basically ends up like this, where it's ends up kind of in the center of this line. And so one of the first things we're going to do is undo what we did last time, and that's take all this out. Now, don't be afraid to, build stuff and take it out and build stuff and take it out. That's okay to do that. That's all part of the fun. Right, is to build it and take it out, build it, and just make it the way that you want it to be. Now, a lot of people are going to come along and say, oh, you should do it this way or that way or this way. Well, the right way is whatever way you want to do it because it's your build. You do whatever you want. And that's the way that I'm going to do it, everybody. I'm going to do it whatever way that I want to do it because it's my build and I'm going to build it the way that I like to build. Now, another thing that I'm going to do is also think about where is my... and I'm going to take all this stuff out for right now. Where is my actual boxes going to be, right? Where am I going to put all my boxes once I move them out of there and move them over here? Now, for those boxes, I also need more iron as well because I want to use the larger boxes. Now, there are multiple boxes right here under furniture. We even have some black metal chests that we could use, which actually aren't too bad now because we can get black metal fairly easily from the baddies over there, as long as we don't do it at nighttime. Get too many, 1-stars on me. But we could actually use larger chests, these black metal chests. Now, I've actually never used these black metal chests, so I'm just going to do one of them just to take a look at it. Right over here. So we're going to go ahead and see if we have any of this left. Now, one of the problems with having a lot of people doing building at the same time is you will be basically fighting for resources, right? Because, someone might have came in, grabbed all the stone, grabbed all the wood, grabbed all the stuff, and then didn't bother to replace it all. Now, the nice thing is my crew loves to work together, so my crew's going to be gathering and getting stuff, lots of wood, lots of stone, all the stuff that they need to help build out whatever it is that we're going to be working on. Because we're mainly doing building. We've basically won the game already, and this is a great way to extend the game is to basically do a little bit of your own practice or building beyond the actual end of the game. Now, the game's still a work in progress right now as well, where they are... I don't think we have any more black metal here. I think we burned it all up, but we'll take a look around here. I don't mind looking, everybody. I'll just go look, see if there's any hiding anywhere. Reserved. All right. I don't see any, but I've got a little bit on me, so I'm going to go ahead and try to feed it in the smelter. I got to do the other smelter. I got to do this smelter. There we go. So I've got to put that in there and then put some coal in over here. And we've got tons and tons of coal. I saw that was stacked up there. So we'll go ahead and throw some coal in there. And I'll get to talk with my crew here in a bit. I'm sure they've got some builds and stuff that they want me to see, as it always goes. Now, the problem is I'm going to need 6 black metal, and I have 5. So that's going to be a problem. Another thing that I normally do too is I do the sorting, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to work on increasing the overall capacity of the base. Now, there's kind of like a diminishing return on your time. Your time is your most valuable thing. And there's a diminishing return on the amount of time it takes to gather black iron and gather all of those resources to do the thing that you want to do. Now, I'm a builder, so I'll take as long time as I need to do the thing. That is for sure. I'll do whatever I need to do to make it happen. Now, right now, again, how'd that all get back in there again? Did I just take that out? I just put it back in. I just put it back in there without even thinking about it, everybody. That's scary. That's scary. I thought I just took that out. Man, that was like automatic mode right there. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Maybe find some space over here. Yeah, there we go. Throw some of that over there. So what I want to do is first get kind of my central pillar. The pillar that I think is going to be like the Rosetta Stone for the rest of my build. You want to get the general area, the width and height of it, that you got an idea of building. All of that stuff you should do first before you get into the detail. If you get too much into the detail straight away, and you've built it too small or too big or not enough supports or whatever it is, you're going to be reworking the whole thing. So you might as well just rework it and keep reworking it until you get it the way you like it. And then is when you go to town on it like that. So my goal right now is to get that clear across there and then utilize the side supports over here to try to get these two sides, the easier sides, the outside part here, to come together. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just slide that over just a little bit. Oh, not enough stone. Put all my stone away. There we go. And we'll get more stone out there. And we'll go ahead. Try to put that right there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the side here. Now, I need to lift this up by a little bit here. I've got this smaller one like this, and then we've got the larger one like this, and that's going to lift it up like that. But I don't really want to do that because what I want to do is kind of fix this offset that's right there. There's a bit of an offset when I'm doing my stuff here, so I'm going to kind of move that over, do a little bit of this kind of stuff. And then see if I can get both of these to work in there, kind of like that. Now, still kind of an offset. Still kind of an offset there. So maybe take this one out. Take that one, this one. Put this back over here. Oh boy, okay, that's not, it's good. It's because it's got that, this part is overlapping. Let's take all that back out. All right, we got an overlapping part there. Let's see if we can get that to line up. Thought it was lined up, but, you know, good to double check. Yeah, see, we've got like a half offset there. Because of the way that this is lining up down the center. So that's going to be an issue over the long run. Right there. So yeah, see, now I see a new issue. So we're going to have to try to figure out how to offset that back. So let's go ahead and run upside. And these are the things you're going to run into when you're building, right? And nobody likes to know-it-all who comes up and says, oh, you should do that. You should do this, do this. I suggest do not do any unsolicited advice. If someone asks you, says, hey, I need help with such and such thing, then it's a good idea to help out. But if you don't, if they don't ask, don't tell, kind of thing. What the heck? I'm overburdened? Or am I? Oh, I'm overburdened with food. Oh, I'll grab the whole stack. Bad Kismet. Bad Kismet. There we go. I meant to grab just a couple. I thought they were all 9. This one's 19. Too many. Too many. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then back up here we go. Now we got to solve this problem of this offset. Now what we have is we have a centerpiece right there that is running along there. And these two sides are not matching up. So we take that centerpiece out, we take this out, and this out, we can now just go ahead and line it up just using these pieces. Now, what's going to happen is down below, there's going to be a piece missing on the backside of it right there. Now, you can't really see it unless you're down here. Oh, I got some of my stones trying to run away. Always overburdened, everybody. Every time I play any games, it is me being overburdened most of the time. So again, remember, this is my first time playing the game, everybody. I do have quite a number of hours. Actually, I don't even know how many hours I have. I have 456 hours in this game. Bruh. So what we need to do is we need to get out here, and I've got a little overhang going right here, or somebody's got an overhang going there, where I can kind of go take my one little piece, because I'm that guy who can't handle that little thing missing. There we go. And then now I've fixed it. I fixed it so that the top part is offset properly. Now, the problem with the top right now is also not correctly offset in the long run as well, because I can see that it's not properly sitting on there how it should. So let's go fix that as well. And again, this is the stuff you want to fix before you put in the whole entire ceiling and go, oh, wait a minute, I shoulda, woulda, coulda before I got started on all of this. So let's take this out and that out and this out. And there we go. Now we've kind of taken that out of there. We can go ahead and fix our offset problem here. Try to line those up a bit better. Still not quite right. Oh, we need to do this. We need to do this thing. Where we go like this. We go like that. Still improperly offset. All right, we offsetted it correctly there, and we fixed the offset problem, but we need something to align it to. That's our problem. What we need is we need something that's offset that way and offset the other way. Like this. And then a little bit more. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, a lot of times you're going to have to use other pieces to line stuff up. Yeah, it's weirdly offset that direction. Now, let's see how we can work around this. This is, I find, the most important part of any game, is learning these little techniques on how to find and offset stuff. Let's use our smaller piece here and see if we can kind of just half offset that like this. And all we need to do is get one piece to go the way we want it to go. Yeah, that needs to offset a little bit further that way. We've got the support in the way. Oh, there it was for a second. And there it is. All right. So that's centered, though. The problem with that being centered is actually in our way. But let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get a half offset off of that one. Now, I really feel like if you hold down the left shift, you can toggle your snapping. And so I can use this as an alignment tool to try to toggle the snapping. I feel like it still doesn't work well because what happens is you have it vertically or horizontally off. The way the building works in this game is super awkward if you've ever played anything like Satisfactory or games like that. Because you have to be above it or at the side of it or underneath it or around the thing. And it's not the best way to do building. I really feel like that building could be massively improved. Hey, thank you, K-Man Mox, coming in. I never realized my sub is up until I see the ads. Just say no ads. And yes to the Teamwork Tycoon. Thank you, K-Man Mox, for that love. Show him some love in the chat, everybody. Appreciate that big time. Appreciate you coming in, showing that love right down there. Blow up that chat, everybody. Okay, we're going to keep working at it. Now, again, I'm kind of rusty on my building because I typically don't build extravagant things or things that require an offset. But the thing that I know is I know it's possible. And once you know it's possible, then really nothing is going to stop you from working it out until you get it the way you want it to be. So we're going to go ahead and just keep doing that. We're going to attach that there. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to attach that. Well, we would if we could get some stone out of there. There we go. And again, working our way over. Do I have my auto loot off? No, I don't. Just wasn't close enough. And again, you have to get these awkward angles to try to line that up. And that's not too bad. It is not quite centered in my opinion, but we'll go ahead and snap it in there and see if I like it. Now, sometimes good enough is good enough kind of thing. Ugh, it's going to be like that today. It's going to be like that today, everybody, where every time I go to do something, it's like, oh, you're overburdened, or you don't have enough stuff, or you're overburdened, or you don't have enough stuff, or you're overburdened. That's how it's going to be today. I can tell you already. Grab all the stone I dropped down here. Now, again, I'm going to be focused on this for a little while, and then I'm going to check in with my crew and see how they're doing on their particular builds. If they want to show those off yet, we'll check in with them. But I really just want to dive right into some building because I'm easily distracted because it's like, hey, Kismet, come look at this. Hey, Kismet, look at this. Kismet, Kismet, Kismet. And then I never get to do any of the stuff that I'm trying to do, too. I like to build, too, everybody. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, so now that we got that lined up, we used our little offsets there. We go ahead and just take some of this stuff out and pick up some more of this stuff. There we go. And just kind of fine-tune what we've already done from last time. Now, a lot of times I'll build and I'll either think it out ahead of time or I will build and then, rework it as I go like I'm doing right now. Now, I did want to build a nice rounded base for the future. We'll come back. We'll do that another time. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and build out a basic stone sorting area. Over here as well. Now, most of the time, I'm prioritizing working with my crew. And that means that we are prioritizing getting a gear for people, upgrading their gear and getting them to the next tier of whatever it is we're doing, right? That's the kind of teamwork stuff that we do most of the time. Now, at some point, when we get to the point where everybody's kind of geared up and we're all ready to rock and we've done all the content that we can do, then it's fun time. Then it's mega build time. I do the same thing also in solo games. Like you'll see me in Fallout 4. I'll do all the basic stuff. I'll start to build up a whole, a whole chain of economy going, like in Fallout 4, where it's like generating tons of cash. I'm doing tons of things. I'm buying a bunch of resources, and I'm building that up and building that up to the point in which I can then do what I'm doing now and start doing some mega building. Now, another thing we need to do is, again, we need to reverse engineer what we've already done in the opposite direction. Remember, you only need one Rosetta Stone that's going to help you the whole rest of the way. So what we need is we need this one pillar the way we want it, and then we can backwards engineer it across the way. Now, one of the problems, of course, is we're going to have a problem with this gap here. So we might want to go in and say, hold on, we're going to go ahead and use one of these big boys. Like this. Oh, that's not going to go there. All right, hold on. We'll try the small one again. Well, we can get one small one in there. But again, when we try to run it across, we can see that the offset is different from there. I wish there was a longer single piece one, which would have been great. But that's pretty much what we can do. Now, over here, I noticed that these are now higher than these over here. So I think what I did accidentally is raise this up, which I don't want to do. Yes, I see my issue now. Okay, so I want to take this one out, leaving the other one, so that I could use a large one up here against that one, like that. Yeah. That's what I want to do, but is it going to let me do that is the question. That's the tough question. Let's do this first. We'll go ahead and put our support in. Then we'll take this one out. Then we'll put our big one over here. Now remember, there's 100 ways of doing the same thing, everybody. So you might have an easier way, whatever way you're doing it. But what I'm doing is a little bit more advanced, and that is where you are offsetting. You're offsetting the pieces based on a non-centralized or non-grid, right? You're not using the built-in grid. You're offsetting the grid a bit so that you can have your supports and you can have longer supports. And that's pretty much the gist of what I'm doing here. Is doing the bit of tougher stuff. Now, the easy stuff is just to go in and build columns and blah, 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 do it lickety-split, no big deal. That's easy stuff. That stuff, you don't want to know that stuff. That stuff's too easy. You want to know the harder stuff. You want to know the harder stuff like this. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead again and use one of my side supports here. And I'm going to put this down. Actually, this one can be up a bit higher. There we go. And then this one down lower. So I can go ahead and now put my other one to match the other way because I have now matched it across and have that offset that I had from before. And so if you don't take it all out, you won't have to redo it, right? You just take out one side, fix that side, then fix the other side, and then we should be okay. But you know how the best thing to do, best way to know is to go and check. So I'm always out of something. Get over here. Where's my wood? What I do with that wood? Over here somewhere. All right. Now remember again, everybody, the server is up 24/7. You guys are welcome to come join me here on the server. Hoping that we're going to get some 7 Days to Die next weekend or the weekend after that. That would be awesome. But they did say for sure it's not this weekend. So we know it's not the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So we'll see. We'll see. The second I know, you'll know. Because I'll let you guys, as long as they let me let you know. They're like, don't tell anybody, Kismet. I'm like, come on. Come on. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, so that's much better. So there, again, I found another issue that I had gone in and I was using the smaller pieces when I should have been using the bigger pieces, and my supports were up too high. I should have had them down lower to match my other windows, and so we fixed that problem as well. Now, once you fix your Rosetta Stone here, everybody, you're going to see that this starts to fall into place a little bit easier, and I'm going to actually just take all this stuff out for right now, just to make it easier for us to rework our top parts here. Don't be afraid to tear it right back down again, everybody. Remember, the important thing is that it comes out the way that you want it to come out. All right, and the same thing over here. We're just going to go ahead and get a bit of this going. And then same thing over here on this center pillar. We'll want to go ahead and get this going. Now, one of the things you can do that'll help you while you're building is build a kind of a support that goes around the one that you want to take out. Like I want to take that one out right there. And then I want to go ahead and take the ones underneath it out. See, I lost the one on the left, but not the one on the right, because this one right here is providing structure to this. That's providing structure to this, and so on and so forth up the chain. But what we want to do is try to center that in there. Inside that pillar as best we can. So we need some of our iron over here, overburdened again. Take that out. We're all out of iron there. Hopefully we got a little bit more iron, or we're going to be taking a break here. And go get that. Let me go get that black metal while I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to need one more black metal too, because they used up all the black metal. And we had a bunch of it. Let's run over here. Let's see. It's going to give me 5. And if I can't find it, I might ask them later and see if there's any left over. There might be some also in the drop boxes. We'll go take a look over there. Now, remember, everybody, if you do play with me that you want to keep busy, and, you know, when I'm talking about stuff here on stream, you don't have to answer every single question. Oh, somebody already went in and sorted all the stuff. Oh, took away my fun. That's okay. If they want to go sort it, they're welcome to do so. I have peeps on my team who do help out with sorting. But I don't see any in here. In there as well. All right. Okay, so not in there, and we don't have any in here. So we'll have to track some of that down later. Because we need one more over here as well. We'll put that in there. So we need one of that total. Then we'll put that in there. We already did. We'll put some food in there, so we're going to lug that around. All right. Now, again, don't have that much metal that I can use, so I'm going to need to go ahead and get some more metal. Either I'm going to need to collect it or try to find some right there. Okay, so there we go. So I've kind of put it on the ground level. You can see that it's blue. Blue means that it's getting its maximum thing. I also rose up the ground, by the way. I raised the ground. I raised the ground up where you can see now it's cliff. It used to be just a rolling hill here, but I raised it up to match it to the rest of the base. And you have this nice cliff edge. So if mobs do come running up here, you could just put a door in here. And if they get to the docks, the whole entire thing will be blocked off. And I may or may not do that. It depends on how much time we have. Definitely, everything I do is all about time and how much time I have to do whatever it is I'm trying to do. All right, so same thing here. We're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to stack that right up there. And then we're going to try to get up here on the top. Now, one of the annoying things about this is when I aim at the top, it should automatically go to the top. I think that's just me and my crazy ideas. And the reason why I got that idea is because that's the way it works in Satisfactory. Satisfactory is one of the greatest building games of all time. They got Update 8 coming out. Super excited about it. I just saw a video on deconstructing filtering. That means that if I want to deconstruct stuff, if I just want to deconstruct just these poles, I could say only deconstruct that stuff. And even if I hit something else, it won't highlight that. It'll just deconstruct whatever I highlighted. That is awesome, everybody. An incredibly brilliant feature. They just keep making that game better and better and better, and just the gold standard of building games. Frankly, I think every other game should just take note and do what they're doing. Big time. Big time. Especially games like 7 Days to Die. Valheim here, a great example of definitely go in and get that going. All right, let's see if we got any iron laying around. See if we can make another round of iron here. Yeah, a little bit there. Oh, gosh, carrying too much. Or am I carrying a bunch of stone? Now, I boosted my stamina there as well. Now, you can just take some stuff, throw it over the thing there, then you can get up, grab it, put it back in the thing. I don't like to leave it on the ground too long because, I kind of feel like, uh-oh, something's going to go horribly wrong with it, if you know what I mean. Like it's going to vanish or something. Now, again, if I put that way up there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a problem of it sticking out. And I don't want it to stick out. What I want it to do is to be in the middle of it. So I can hold down the left shift and kind of angle it in such a way that I want it to be. Something like that. And then we can, again, just kind of run this across like we did on the other side. Now, I've already got this existing building here, so I'm just going to kind of work with the front side. Then I'm going to start to slowly move the boxes out of there and redo probably the drop boxes first because those are the easiest to redo and not actually take any of those boxes out. Then I will go through and start to redo how the actual setup of the gear is. And I'll try some different configurations, try something that I like, try something else until it gets the way that I want it to be. Because again, remember, it's your build. You build it however you want. That is my suggestion for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and put our pillar back in here. How we had it. There we go. And that should do that pretty well. Now, this over here, this all looks good. That's feeling good to me there. We can take this one back out now and try to stack that one up there. Don't worry if stuff falls down. You get all of the... stone cutter, just a little bit too far. You get all of the loot back. So if you deconstruct something like that, you can always get that loot back and just move it wherever you need it to go. And I just have one of them, and I just move it around and try to put it in the center of wherever you're working. Now, I know I'm not going to rework this section for right now, so I'm going to put it right there. And so that'll run along that section. That's going to be kind of the center of my section now that I've kind of got it figured out how I want it to be. But I could come back and say, nah, I changed my mind. Take the whole thing down again, which I have been known to do. Again, remember, it's your build. You do it how you want. Now, the first thing I want to do, of course, is to fix all of this outside edge here, because I can tell you this this is not lining up as well as I would want it to. There we go. And then we can just go ahead and keep running this floor edge in there. Just kind of running it down. The stairwell's in my way. And I might lose that corner pillar, but if I do, oh well, I'll take care of it. Now, another thing you don't want to do is you don't want your resources to get underneath what you're doing. You see I'm losing this whole pillar side here. That's okay. Remember, getting it the way you want it is the toughest part of anything that you do. And look at that. That side looking sharp over here, looking good. This little offset here, not liking it up there at the top, but I'm going to show you how to fix that in the corners is actually where you want to fix that. And so we're going to go ahead and take this one and we're going to rework it because you want to kind of hide it in a place where no one can see it. You want to see that gap there. If you want that gap to remain, you'll want it to be over here in your corner edge right over there. And again, we could just go ahead and put that pillar there and no one would know there's a little gap unless you got on this side. That there's a little gap right there at the end. Now, also what we could do is we could put a half piece in there like this and just kind of have it go like this and like that. So you can see that it actually goes inside the thing. Ugh, always with the falling. Always with the falling and running all the way back around again. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just kind of fix those little areas where only we would really see that in there. And sometimes I'll just leave them because otherwise I'm using up extra resources. But you can see that, you know, it's pretty much blends in there. Looks fine if you're just glancing at it. You'll know it's there. But most other people will not even know that that has been covered up. Okay, and then we've got more stuff over here we want to take out. Rework all of this stuff over here. And we'll get that back. All right, we're reworking our bottom corners here because we're working from that's from the center outwards. Again, working from this middle pillar. And we're doing a bit more advanced stuff. Again, if you want to know basic stuff, everybody, I'm sure there's 10 million people out there who can show you the basic stuff. But I'm going to show you a little more advanced stuff since we are kind of in the mega build stage here, where we want to do a bit more advanced than we did before. And probably get away with a nice one of these right there. Or maybe just an overlap. Underlap. Always sometimes deciding in that moment, how do I want to do that? Do I want to do this? Kind of feel like I want to do that. And what it's doing is it's you're overlapping that edge a little bit so that you can make this work. And of course, when you offset things like that, then it's a lot harder. There's a lot more little things that you have to worry about to make it do what you want it to do. Now, the first thing that I want to do, though, is I want to make sure that I have a perimeter around the edge of my work area. And the reason why I do that is the same reason why I do it in here, is so that people have a place to walk. And you can see in here, I have it 1 stone wide, at least, for people to run back and forth. Now, problem is also there's multiple people running back and forth. They bump into each other. And that's why I recess my stuff in the ground. So if one person's running along here, another person doesn't have to run right into them. They could run over here or across here. If one person's coming around that way, this one person could run that way, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. And in larger bases, I try to leave even more area for them to run along this outside edge. Now, again, you're going to see me kind of rework this a bit to match my new offset. And again, you are adding a lot of effort to what you're doing. See right there, I actually fixed that offset in there, but we're gonna kind of bury this in the corner. A whole bunch of stone in there. There we go. And there we go. So we've kind of buried that extra little corner there. See how it doesn't quite hang over as much? but it will still support the outside edge if you wanted to. All right. Oh, and it's daytime. Look at us go. Then we're going to take these out, and we're going to just kind of redo what we already had from before. Right over here. Right there. Take that out, offset that in the center. Now, if we notice here, 1, 2, 3, 4 between pillars, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then we want to make it symmetrical. And then your central pillar here in the corner. Now, again, you can use your metal supports like this to help support that. Now, the other problem you're going to have is your cross supports, too, is being able to support it across the long way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work in some pillars in the center, which is going to be where all the sorting boxes are, because I'm going to have the sorting boxes up out of the ground on this particular build, as opposed to being in the ground. And they're going to be sorted basically by different categories. Now, I'm also going to be taking this whole building down, if I have enough time, and reworking that whole front side as well. Now, the stuff that's over here should be more like drop boxes. Why is that? And that's because if you think about the use pattern of the people that are going to use it, they're not going to be using the Dropbox stuff as much, and they will be using all the other resources more. And if they're looking for those resources so that they can go somewhere, like say to the portals, or to go to the forges, or to go do the food, you don't want it to be too far. Now, another thing is someone's going to have to sort all that stuff. So maybe the drop boxes need to be closer to the thing so they can sort it into all of their things. So it's really up to you how you're going to want to do it. For me, I would probably put the drop boxes more in an area wherever people are coming in and out of the portals. Now, this whole area over here is actually going to be my portal area. So I'm going to be pulling a bunch of these portals that are along the outside edge and putting them along the outside edge of this area here, leaving room for people, of course, to run back and forth. But now that's why I have a half in there like that, is so that I can put that portals right up there. Like I can come over here and take down my portal right there and grab the resources for it. And then just kind of go over here and say, okay, I want my portal to be right here. Like this. And then you can see that it nicely fits right along that edge and then gives us a full edge for us to run along. And you'll see the same thing happening over here on this edge. And that is why I built it that way. For that specific reason, because I'm thinking that many steps ahead. Okay, I'm going to put some portals there. I'm going to put my drop boxes. I'm going to put all that stuff in there. You get the general idea of why that is. Now, really, your base should start looking like this. You want to have all your supports in and all the stuff that you don't want people to see in the final build in first, so you can hide all that stuff while you're building. And that's vitally important. Is to do that. And also, of course, you could do side trusses. I could go ahead and make this run across this way, like this. And then you've got this side support like this. Now, this is going to actually pass through that, but it will actually act like it is being supported by that thing because it's touching that object, even if it's not snapping perfectly to the object. Now, my suggestion is absolutely not do this because you've already got the support of the ground stone here. So this would be a no-no for me. I would take this back out again. And just to save yourself some resources, let me try to grab all my resources back. Just to save yourself some resources, I would offset that out a little bit so that you've got the stability of your stone that's helping you, and then you can use the stability of your cross supports further out so that you could go ahead and run some supports this way so you could then fill in the rest of that across there, and it would take a lot less iron and a lot less resources than not using the support you already built up from before. So let's get this back in there again over here. Hopefully we get that in right. Yep, there we go. And then we can just try to run this across. Now, the problem is if I put that there, it's just going to disappear. So temporarily, here's what and I got to go repair my thing. I need a workbench over here. I need to repair my thing so I can make a workbench so I don't have to run back every time. I kind of stole the forge from over here so I can utilize it out here temporarily. All right, and then what I'm going to do is go ahead and build myself a little workbench here, right there, and then maybe take this forge now out of here. Grab all the resources for that. Carrying too much, there's a surprise to nobody. And then we'll put the forge back down. Now, the thing is, you need to have a roof over the top of your objects to use them. Now I can go ahead and use this. Oh, it's too exposed. And so I have to close it off some more. But you got to have some sort of a covering. Now, you could actually use just a simple lean-to, everybody, just like 5 pieces or 4 pieces, and you could cover that pretty easily. But that's going to be the test as we build this out bigger. Are we able to use our workbenches? And also it depends on the height as well. How high up you build it. If you build it, 15 stories up, and you don't, cover it all the way in, it'll still count as not being covered. You'll know when it's covered because you'll go under it and it will tell you that it's covered. Like if I go inside the building here, like this, you can see it says shelter up there. And if I go outside and I go over here, you can see that it's currently not sheltering me. And I can try to walk around and try to find a nice shelter spot, but we'll get into that and how to make it sheltered and all of that stuff later on. Okay, more of the stone out. And I'm going to turn this to this so I don't have to look at that. There we go. Like this. And then just kind of rework all of this. Again, reworking this outside edge over here. Now, most of the stuff that we're doing right now is not like mission critical stuff. So again, this is what everybody's earned, everybody. This is what they've earned by taking all this excellent time working together. And so we're going to go ahead and put that in there like that. So it basically underlaps that and then holds that in place. And then all of these we're going to rework. Take all those out. And we'll run another row. Now, this is a giant undertaking, everybody. There's a lot of stone you're going to need to make this right. So I highly recommend doing all the stone collection and whatnot ahead of time so you can test out what you like and don't like. And then check it and check it again. Because you're going to make mistakes. Absolutely. I've been doing it for 500 hours. Some people have been doing this for thousands of hours. Everybody, I wish I had that much time. Because I totally would burn thousands of hours in this game. Easy, just doing all the building and stuff. But, again, I do try to play a variety of games here in my stream. I'm a true variety streamer. Some people get worried when they become like a partner or whatever. They're like, oh, well, I got to keep playing that one game over and over and over forever. I got to keep playing Fortnite, every single day. I'm not afraid to try other things, everybody. Try other games and play a variety of games. I don't really even look at my view numbers all that much anymore. It's not really my thing. I say do what you love to do. And if people love watching it, awesome. Don't get too obsessed with your view numbers is what I'm saying. Because it can really be depressing when you first start off as a streamer. You've been working really hard. You're putting hundreds and hundreds of hours into streaming. And then you're like, well, no one's watching. And I'm not getting any more viewers or whatnot. Don't depress yourself with that. You want to see it going up. Obviously, you want to see, people watching your stream. And I would say the thing you want to look at the most is unique viewers. Like I get several thousand unique viewers every stream. I might not be, 1,000 at one time, but there are a lot of people who come in, hang out for an hour or two and say, hey, Kismet, what's up? How you doing? Okay, I got to get back to my IRL stuff. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So unique viewers is the one you really want to look at as you're building your stream. That would be my recommendation for all those streamers out there. There we go. Now we're looking good. Fix that offset. And we're looking sharp. All right, let's go ahead and just fill the rest of this in. We really don't need to do all of it. We just want to kind of get this side over here filled in and matched up. There we go. And I have the sound off. I typically play games sometimes when I'm focusing. I turn the sound off. But if you guys want to listen to the sound of stone, let's do it. I like to challenge myself too to do stuff that's just not the most basic stuff, right? To not just do the basic. Oh, okay, I'm just going to make this square building, or I'm going to do this arch building, and the same old stuff that everybody else does. I like to try. Okay, what's the max distance that I can run stone? What's the max distance I can do this? How far can I hang something off a cliff? How deep can I build? How tall can I go? All of those things are awesome. Those are like challenges that you give yourself to try to learn more about the maximums of what you can do in a game. Right? Great example is when you're trying to build height-wise, is how many stairwells can I put down to reach the max height, and how many stone pillars will it go vertically? Right? That's another good one. I want to be careful here that I don't accidentally drop all that stuff. But there we go. Now, this is actually going to stay the way it is here on the outside. You can see I've got a little wall that goes along here. These are called ramparts, where you can get up on top there. And I built just a little bit of a rampart on my little side here that I've been building on. And these ramparts are great because you can get up on top here. Now, you can make it look like a castle, too, and build a little castle things in there, which are pretty fun. I think they're an obstruction, so I just leave them off. So if I see a mob down there that I want to zap, boom, he's out of there. Got him with a one shot. And again, so I'll build this whole thing out and then start to make it kind of serve a double function. So you have your lower level, which is going to be your sorting, and the sorting is going to be much bigger, as you can see. Much larger because, of course, when they come through and they do another update, hopefully it doesn't nullify all of our bases and stuff. Well, it might happen. We might have to start over. But of course, I'll have a lot more room to store all of the resources that we get. Because the biggest problem when you have a lot of people is the fact that your resources start to overwhelm you when you're doing your building. That can happen very, very quickly, especially in games like 7 Days to Die and things like that. You got to get right to sorting right away because your scavengers need those resources, and they need to be able to find them, get it going, and get it back out there and go get some more stuff and so on. So that's a reason why I will work on that. Now let's go ahead and take out my little sign here. And we got our coal back there. And then I'm going to take my little sign and I'm going to put it right over here somewhere. Let's see. Miscellaneous, I think it's under. Nope. Crafting. Oh, furniture. Ah, there it is. And then put in the little dots means that that's the front. So I like to put it down in the bottom left corner. Now I can type Kismet in here. It doesn't matter whether you go uppercase or lowercase, by the way. It's going to automatically do uppercase. Now we did learn that you can actually change the color of those right in here. So I can go in, and just because I'm lazy, I'm not going to actually type it out. I'm just going to copy it from that box because that's easier. And then I can just go ahead and paste it in the front here, and I can just say red, and then boom, now it's red. And it glows too, which is cool because you don't need lighting. Normally when you have it the default, you need lighting to light it up so you can see what it says. But if you use a color, it does not do that. It's almost like it has an internal light, a fluorescence to it that will light up even in the dark. So I really like that change. I feel like that change is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome right off of that. Okay, so what we want to do is figure out how far we can get away with before we need a cross support. All right. And so that's what we're going to work on next. So let's get back to building out this outer wall. And I suggest just trial and error, everybody. Trial and error. Just try your best. And if something doesn't turn out right, you just try again a different way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily run that through that. Now, I can tell you I'm not going to end up with that because that's not what I want. But I'm going to temporarily run that through there. Or I could go in and do this. And then I could just put the support in over here. And then I wouldn't need these because it's sitting on that support. And it's also getting the extra support of this over here. And that's not perfectly centered, but yeah, we're going to live with it. And so now we've got that done. We know that we're also going to do it this way over here. Now, when you start doing stuff on a center, right? You start doing stuff on a center, it's not going to perfectly align to everything. And you actually don't want it to perfectly align. When you're doing bricks, you don't put bricks just one on top of each other on top of another. The reason why is because if that bottom brick falls out, all the bricks above it will lose strength, and then they'll all fall. So what they do is they offset the bricks, right? So that you have one that's in the center, and then half of this one, half of this one's on this one. And if this one gets knocked out, well, guess what? The other two are still holding it up on this side. And then, of course, the pressure of it pushing together is also holding it up as well. In real life and in game. So that's why you want to offset that stuff anyway. You want to offset it for its overall stability. But if you want it to be perfectly symmetrical, then you can, work it out so it does that as well. It's up to you, everybody. Up to you. It's your build. You do whatever you want. For me, I want it to look pretty sharp. I'm going to go ahead and take this out for right now. I forget where my thing goes, too. Hopefully my team doesn't need that, but too bad for now. They can wait a minute while I'm doing other stuff. All right, and then we want to go ahead and bring this over so it touches that. And then now we've got this corner problem here that we need to solve. Something like this, maybe. And we have that overlap. Or we could just try this. Drop that out of there. And also jump, by the way. Jump and click it. And then try to maybe fix that gap with an overlap. Like that. Yeah, I wish you could just do the thing. Just do the thing like it's satisfactory. I mean, it'll just spoil you, everybody. Once you play Satisfactory, it'll absolutely spoil you for every other building game. It absolutely will. All right. I feel like just kind of matching the other one. Just fixing our little overlapping gap. Actually, we could fix it out on the other way. Yeah, we could fix this other side the other way. I'll show you what I mean. We could go ahead and use the long one here to try to fix this corner. We'd have to get up on top. Now we're going to get up on top so we can see down. See, we can't push it forward. Ugh, so awkward. I can do that, but I don't want to. Let's try this. More stone. So the random stuff down there. This is basically what you do when you do building. You solve problems. I know a great way of fixing that. And that is to get that to back up and line up over here. Why can I not? Oh, I'm too far from the stone cutter. There we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put that out just a little bit. Let's take this out. Float down here. Take these out for a second. Put that in there. Take this out. And then grab our stone back. And then line these here and there. And then when we go up there and look at it again, the corners should match up perfectly, like that. Very nice. Again, I used a temporary piece on the outside there. Oh, God, the stamina in this game. I hate the stamina in this game, buddy. I think they should take it out for when you're running. I've just tried to build, and when you're trying to build and you're running from place to place, they should definitely remove the penalty for just standing around. If you're in combat, then go ahead and bring it down. I understand. But just running around and building and doing that stuff, it's really obnoxious. I really dislike it. And it's probably the only thing I dislike in the game, is the harshness of the stamina. I don't care about the stamina when I'm just sitting here building my base. I don't care about it. I think it's a dumb mechanic when you're just, walking around your base and you're trying to, move a stone from here to there. But I do understand why you wouldn't want to do it and let people just go crazy with it when they're in battle. Okay, we take all this down. And then again, set that right there. Okay, so now we got that done. That's looking sharp. Like it. Maybe just, just for cosmetic reasons. Don't really need it right now, but just for cosmetic reasons, we'll put that in. And you'll see that these actually will be more stabilized over there. And those will be a better color. You can see all this is looking good. This is all green and whatnot. But again, the cross directions are going to be our toughest ones, because now we just want to fill in the ceiling. So this will be a nice shelter. So let's just go ahead and start filling those in. Uh-oh. That was stowed. And I do have a bunch of stamina food that I have as well. Gonna do that temporarily just so I can bring this over. Nope. There we go. Oh, that's right in the center there. Nice. Okay, then we'll take this out and see if it stays. And it does. Why does it stay? Why does that piece stay there? And that's because it's getting support from both sides and it's holding that particular part up. Then here in the center, oh, out of stuff. Now see that? See how I didn't have to do a cross support? That's the good stuff. And you can go ahead and look at your stability though. Now if I start putting stuff on top of there, remember where your pillars are, because as you build and stuff on top, it's going to add more instability to it as well. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. Now you as a person in the game can actually cause it to be unstable. If you run up there and you're, jumping on it, it's the same thing in 7 Days to Die, by the way. If you get to the point where you are, if you're too heavy, go down here and make sure I have none of my resources down here. Always raining. Yeah, there's up. If you as a person also weigh as well in some games. I know 7 Days to Die does that for sure. But there we go. So we actually had that support, and that support works pretty well across over there. So we've kind of got our distance going on from one side to another. So let's go ahead and work our way back across here. There we go. And then we want to work this one. Oh, of course I'm out of stone. I'm right there at my feet. And I'm going to use this piece right here to help align that one in there. And then it's going to come back, and we should be able to see that gap right there. This needs to come back in. Yeah, it's definitely going to have a little bit of an offset. But I might just go ahead and fix it right here in the corner. And nobody would be none the wiser, everybody. Some of us would see it. But there you go. And so we've gapped that using the minimum amount of iron as we can. Now we're going to go ahead and take this out. Let that drop down. Get some more stone. Ever so slowly, everybody. Ever so slowly. And again, over here. Let's start on this side. Yeah, that's already offset. Let's try right there. Now sometimes what you want to do is put it down and then try to put the next one down as fast as you can. There we go. So that it's then on the support and then it supports the rest of it right over there. And if it doesn't grab it, that's okay. You can just keep trying. And now once I have the offset all the way down, I now have the ability to have that same offset all the way the other way as well. So I can just go ahead and start running those across, right? Easy peasy. Okay, now, is this shelter? It is. There we go. So now we're getting some shelter. We can run over here and utilize this. Repair our hammer. Is this one being sheltered now? Not really, but a little bit here. There we go. If I stand over here, I'm being sheltered. But also, one of the cool things about this game is it does make it where it doesn't rain where you are, if you're nice and sheltered. So that's a good start, everybody. That's a pretty good start. And again, we use the minimum amount of pillars, the minimum amount of iron. So we're not just burning up all the iron, building all of these supports. Now, of course, the less supports you use, the higher chance of potentially having an issue with it later. Hold on, there's a better idea here. Better idea. Yeah. That one's going to sink into that one. Sometimes you find a better way, right? You're going to do it one way, you're like, yeah, I don't kind of like it, or it's not really supporting very well. And then all of a sudden you'll go, I know how to do that. Again, you can see that all my walls are offsetting on the next level. So they're not directly sitting right above each other. Not perfectly centered on the way back, but we can fix that simply by taking all these out and then using a little bit of an offset. Like that. And then now you got it perfectly centered. And then I would just kind of leave the offset in there where it's not just going straight pillar up like that, right? If I put the other pillar over here, it'd be straight pillar up all the way up. So I'm going to leave that there so it's overlapping both sides and just put that there. Again, everything doesn't have to be symmetrical. In fact, I find after a while symmetrical building to be quite boring. I think the real challenge is to make it less symmetrical and try to fit it to a offset or anything like that. That's when you're really learning a game. When you can offset stuff and move stuff just a little bit this way or that way, that's when you're getting way better at the game, I think. More stone over here. Again, not trying to build anything too fancy, everybody. I'll leave that to my crew. I'm just trying to close this little room here with stone instead of wood. All right, GG's. Look at that. Nice. Now we've got a shelter for our stonecutter and shelter for our forge. We can even use our forge to repair. And there you go. Look at this beautiful view. Very nice. What do you guys think in the chat? You like that? You like that? Oh, you need it at the lock spin. What do you need me at the lock spin? Sorry, I wasn't, I'm focused. You guys can't handle it? What's going on out there? You think you guys could handle anything at this point? They're fighting the locks. Why are you fighting the locks? Why are they killing the locks? That's a good question. Why are you guys killing all the loxes out here?
Non-friendly,
They're not our
locks.
tamed ones, but there's a 2-star fueling on me that I'm cutting, so don't get too close.
Well, why do we aggro them in the first place is the question I'm asking.
They were coming off the mountain and they were in our way.
They were just in the slide down.
But you guys got it handled, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Do whatever. Go do whatever.
All right.
I just figured we had the big bow.
You guys should all be geared up now to, you know, especially you got Alan tanking. You guys should be geared up now, you know. Need my little bow. You guys are great. They don't need my little bow, everybody. They're an incredibly great team.
Building.
See, that's one of the things as a leader as well, is if you build a great team, you shouldn't have to micromanage them all the time. They should be able to work together on their own. Like if something attacks the base or whatnot, that's a great measuring stick. How often do you have to stop what you're doing to go and help them do whatever they're doing? Or they're like, hey, I don't know what to do, kind of thing. Now, most of my crew, they're all self-motivators. They're also great builders and whatnot. They don't need me to say, hey, go do this and click that thing and do the thing and the thing and the thing. They don't need me to do that. And if they got it handled, I'm gonna just let them handle it. The problem I have also is that I get easily distracted. And this is my only time to play Valheim. So I want to get in here and do a little something too to entertain you guys in the chat as well. So I try to find a good balance playing with my crew and then also getting a chance to do, you know, my own little builds in here as well. Now I could just play offline and play without my team, but I think it's always fun to play with my crew when we're doing multiplayer stuff, and then when I'm just doing, you know, building and thing like that, doing my own thing. Now look at that. We had one drop out there, and you're going to see that they're going to evaluate and then start to drop out when you run out of that support. And I've actually got a support right here that needs to be extended to the same distance that we have over there. But we got a little bit of a problem, don't we? we got some stuff in the way. So let's go ahead and take our cart here and run it out of the way here. Over here. And I just have a fun time. I could do building forever. I mean, I could literally just sit and do that for endless hours, just doing building. I really enjoy it. I think they did a fantastic job overall. Oh my God, the storm finally went away. They did a great job overall in the building. And remember, this game's still a work in progress. They're still working on it. Again, the only thing that I dislike is the stamina. Where did my great thingies go? They vanished. Oh, right there. They've done a great job overall. It's just the stamina thing that bugs me because it's just more of as a game mechanic. When I'm running around the base and I'm doing stuff, I feel it's a little harsh for when you're in your base. Maybe you get a stamina buff when you're in your base. Also, another thing you want to watch out for is also I'm wet right now because it's been raining. Also, I don't have my normal buff that you want to have. You go in here currently in the kitchen because it's got all the fires. And it's got a comfort level of 15, which means the higher your comfort level, the more of a rested boost that you get. And so that rested boost helps your stamina and helps you run around a bit more. So you always kind of be watching that. Plus, I have other boosts that I can use down there as well. I currently have the Queen boost, but the other one works pretty well. And you just stay there for a few minutes. There we go. And then we have 22 minutes of a rested boost. But again, these type of builds, everybody, they will take you hours upon hours upon hours. They will really take you a lot of time. So keep that in mind when you are working on this kind of stuff. Now, what I want to do, of course, is move some of our pillars out of here. Now, one of the great tricks of this is before I move that sign, I will just go in and copy the sign so I don't have to redo it over here. But I do need to write down the name of this one, though I already know what it is. But I suggest that you write down, if you are moving portals, especially a bunch of portals, that you write down each and every name of the portal, because by the time you get there, somebody talks to you, you get distracted, you get a phone call, you go and get something to eat, you come back, and what happens? Bada bing, bada boom, you've forgotten the name of your portal as well. And I like to put the portals nice and close together like this so they're utilizing the least amount of room. Now, you still get to see the view, but you also get this going. Now, and it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase most of the time, but I suggest to always have it over here. Always just go ahead and use the lowercase. Now, the reason why it doesn't matter is because as long as you match the upper and lower case, like if I put a capital A in the name, then it would work. So I just do capital A and then the rest of it in lowercase. But if you typed it all in lowercase on the other one, because you got to have portal on each side, and then this one had it in uppercase, had an uppercase letter in there somewhere, and this one was all lowercase, then it won't work. So it is case sensitive, but as long as you remember what the case sensitive is and what you typed in there, what case it was, then you're fine. But me, I always do it lowercase, so I don't ever have to worry about it. I find that is a great way of not tripping yourself up along the way as well. And I suggest when you are working on your base that you do it in small increments. Like you see, I'm just doing the front side here. I'm going to rework the portals. Instead of disturbing the entire base and tearing the whole base down, and then my whole entire crew is disrupted in what they're doing also. And my goal in the beginning is to reduce that interruption. Reduce the amount of interruption in their ability to go to their portal, use the boxes and collect boxes and sort loot and do all of that stuff as well. Now, again, this is going to be kind of our long-term base over here. Anion, there we go. This is going to be our long-term base over there. Now, again, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to copy this. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to take it out yet. And then put it over here. After I typed it, I realized I was going to do this. Yep, and there we go. Right back how it was. And then once I get it the way it is, good to go. In fact, we don't even need these torches anymore. This area is a little bit open over here because the mobs could somehow, I don't know, come up that way, knock out that wall, and run down here. So I don't like any areas in which the mobs can get into the base easily. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw, probably on the outside there, double doors there, just to keep it so this area is secure. Now, I've already got the doors open on the other side, so that's a whole nother thing. But now I feel a little bit more secure in just taking this stuff out here. And then having access to come in and out of here. Now, up above here, we've got some resources up here. I don't know what that's all about. I noticed it's up above Anion's thing there. But I'm going to go ahead and just say, Anion, I don't know what you're using that for, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it down here. And then when he comes in, he can go ahead and grab out whatever he needs there from that, and then take that down. Now, as I go, you want to take away the ability for people to keep putting stuff in those boxes. Like a great example, when you see me play 7 Days to Die with my crew, the first thing that I will do is run over there, and we'll try to decide where our base is going to be. Now, last time we built a base from scratch. We're not going to do that this time. We're just going to take over a point of interest, aka POI, and then establish our base there. And we'll just start putting some boxes down just for sorting and stuff like that. And then there'll be basically like drop boxes. Then I will go through and build out a system like this where people can access all of the loot very easily from all of that stuff, right? So they can go in and they can grab whatever they need, whether it's wood, stone, whatever it is, while we're doing that. Now, over here, we've got Rose one over here. So I'll take down the portal. And, of course, again, it should just be lowercase. And you want somebody to kind of set the rules, right? You're just like, okay, all portals are lowercase kind of thing. Just to make it easy. Now, we're going to go ahead and put Rose over. Now, another thing you're going to notice right away is that we got a lot more room, right? A lot more room for this stuff to just be out in the open. Much easier to get to. Stuff is not obstructing it. It's not as cramped as it is over there. And I feel like that's the kind of difference also between super building and mega building. I just typed row in here. Row. Right over there. That's the difference between super building and mega building, is where you're just kind of really making it more fancy as opposed to functional. I do focus a lot on function first, and then focus on fancy later on. There we go. We got our workbenches here. I'm going to leave those there. I'm going to rework all of this. I could probably take this all down now. Some people are creators and some people are destroyers, everybody. I'm a little bit of both. Mostly creator, though. I no longer need this little building out here. But I am going to leave this little edge here for right now, just for, it's covering that stuff for right now. And I got too much stuff on me again, stone and wood. Walk right over here. Drop off some of this wood here. There we go. If you notice also that I recycle a lot of stuff, I'll take that wood down and reuse it, take it down, reuse it, and so on. You can also use wood supports too, by the way. You don't have to use stone supports. You don't have to use those kind of supports if you don't want to. But what I'm going to do is take the table that was there and very quickly just kind of move it over here in this corner, kind of out of the way, while I am tearing this down. And there we go. And then over here. Easy peasy. Now we might want to go in and do a little, or maybe a little, just to try to flatten that out a little bit so it's not poking through our stone. Same thing over here. There we go, and knock that out. Maybe a little, there we go. And now we're looking good. And back to some stone. Yeah, a little bit more here. There we go. Oh, stone cutter's too far away. Again, I could make multiple stone cutters, but I feel like it's not worth your time. Not worth your time. Just move your stone cutter closer. This all needs to be reworked. Just dawned on me. Gotta rework all of that. Match what I've got here. Oh, out of stamina. Now, we are going to be playing a game later on, everybody. We're going to be playing together called Warlanders. Pretty fun-looking game. Appreciate them sponsoring the channel, so make sure to go and download it. It's open to everyone. Feel free to go ahead and join it. Remember, it is free to play. So we're going to try it out big time. Let me go ahead and catch up a little bit here in the chat as well. I'm going to move this over here. Miscellaneous. And put that over there. There we go. fix this bottom part. Let me catch up a little bit here. Let's see. Oh, you guys haven't been saying that much. I was sorting. What were we looking for? Because I only sorted what's in the main sorting room. I was just looking for any more black iron is what I was looking for. I'm loving the stone walls. Very medieval Viking. Yes, yes, Wombat. Yes, doing a little bit there. 2-star kids. You guys got it handled. Come on, you're max level. You're Mistlands level. You can't handle a 2-star out there as a group. I believe more in you than you guys apparently believe in yourselves. I believe in you. I know you guys can get it done. You guys got it handled. At this stage, everybody, my crew should be able to handle those mobs in those zones. Now, the ones that are really tough are the ones in the Mistlands. Even if you are maxed out, I've found, you can still get absolutely owned by those mobs over there, for sure. And there's wood off of me, too. And, oh boy, okay, lots of stuff over there. Let's get back over here. Fix these little stones. And then... that's good. All right. And I got to actually move these boxes, too. And so, boxes. Now, because these boxes take so little resources, because the wood, after a while, especially if you make your own kind of wood farm, does not really take that much resources. I typically end up using more of the cheap boxes than making the bigger boxes. Using the bigger boxes is more like you want it to be fancy, or you want it to take up less space, and thus less boxes you have to go in and out of to get your resources. But we're going to try all that here in a moment. But first we're going to move all this out the way so we can finish out this edge over here. Remember, you can change all of this at any time. If you don't like... oh, I was going to eat some of that food, as a matter of fact. If you don't like the way it is, you can always, you know, just tear it out, do it again. Like that. And then these two need to come out. There we go. And again, instead of just doing the same old, we're going to do an offset build here. More stone. I usually find about 3 sacks of stone. Sometimes 4 if you have the belt. Roughly around 4 if you have your belt on. Easy peasy. Got owned plenty of times. Oh yeah. Mistlands is super tough. Even if you do have all your gear. Depends on how many people are out there as well. If you have lots of peeps out there, you're gonna have trouble. Now I can hear the baddies right outside the base here. I can hear them out here making some noise. Yeah, a bunch of them died down there. Bunch of loot. They're around somewhere. There he is. He's trying to get to me. Oh, missed him. That's tricky because you have to aim further in because the bow shoots outwards and then down. Tricky shot. But see, he can't hide under anything under there, which is really cool. I also do what I call lean outs too. So if you don't have any wood, if you want to do a lean out, you kind of put it somewhere kind of in the center area where you can just kind of step out a little bit. Something like this. Hold up. I left the chat up on stream. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. So you can lean out like this. Now, the problem with the lean out is, of course, they can stand under it. And that's why you have multiple lean outs. You know, probably not that close together, though. This way, if you get under there, they can shoot there. If you get under here, get here. But what he does is he likes to get under there. So when you're standing there, he's hard to hit. But lean outs are good, too. And I use them a lot in 7 Days to Die. Very, very useful in there. All right. Yeah, we're getting something going on over here. Looking sharp. Let's go ahead and close off our central base. Now we need to think about our workbench area over here. I feel like the workbench is in a fine area. It's just fine where it is. But what I want to do is make sure that I do kind of block off this new area. So we're going to start with all this stuff and keep working it down. Same thing with the walls. I can always come back later and add stuff there as well. Okay, now this, you gotta be real careful with this stuff because you can very easily lose some of your loot. And that's like resources that we need for the benches themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the bench area typically in the center. You want it to be more toward the center where people are coming and going so they can just run over there and use the bench, or they can put a bench. Oh, Dio's doing the running, man. Big lag. So that they can go ahead and access those benches. So what I want to do eventually is have those workbenches in the back side here. And then what I'll do with all of this stuff over here is I'll actually put it up on top. I'll put it above it, like up here on that side, on the wall, but also up on the second floor so it'll still affect the workbenches down below. I just want to move all of the portals. Now, the portal's going to be further away now, which is kind of a bummer, but still going to be useful. So, again, over here, or actually, let's go do Alan since we're going around this way. We'll do Dio next. And, again, Dio's actually got her name with a capital D in it. And hers is unconnected, though. Hers is unconnected right now, so we'll fix it over here. Now, my team gets to pick what they want to do, by the way. I like to do the sorting room. That's like my favorite room to do. So my team says, okay, you do that, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to do the farming, or I'm going to go do the forging, or whatever it is that they feel like doing. And so I try to encourage them to do whatever they want and then integrate it into the rest of the base as well. We'll go ahead and copy Dio's here. And then move them out here. And again, this is a giant undertaking, everybody. An absolute giant undertaking. I do want to do some team stuff here eventually as I'm furthering this along. Let's see. Alan's is all lowercase. Oh, I'm going to make sure I type her name in there. I think I typed Rose in there. Yep. G-E-O. There we go. You can see mine actually goes somewhere. I forgot where I left it. Somewhere. This is what I call personal portals. So everybody has their own personal portal that they can utilize. And I'm putting it out here. Now, I may get to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't want it there. I want it way back over there where I had it. And that's okay, because what I'm doing right now is kind of a twofold. Not only am I moving it over here, just to kind of move it out of the way so that I can rebuild this whole side. It's kind of like taking your furniture out of your living room when you're going to paint it. Or you might move it to the center of the room and then cover it. However you might want to do it, that's another reason why I'm moving it over here. It's just to kind of move them out of the way. So they can still be functional, still be used, but not interfere with my ability to redo the base. Oh. We're having server problems. There it goes. See, because it was working before, so I want to make sure it's working. Server's lagging. Now, the bigger builds that you do and the more fancy stuff that you do, you're going to cause the server to lag more and more and more. So this is why typically we don't build too much stuff out in certain areas. But I'm not going to make this like filled with things. One of the things that can happen is you get crazy, you go crazy decorating and all of that stuff. And what'll happen is the fact that you lag the whole server, and then your base becomes completely unusable. And we've done that before. We've actually made it so that we basically made our base useless because we built way too much stuff there. Oh wait, I can just go get the thing. We built too much stuff in that one area. Now, another thing I don't want to happen is I don't want this stuff to fall down and break all of these things. So I'm just going to go ahead and move them over here out of the way. And as I move them along, getting that going on. All right, this is TM. I think I'll put TMs over here. Just so he doesn't have to run as far. That's probably good enough over there. Let's put it on this side. Put that on there for now. TM there. Run back. Copy the sign. Really like the color thing. That was a stroke of genius. Now, I know where mine is, so you know if it's over there in the corner and I can't see it, that's fine. I know where it is. I'm the one that put it there. All right. Again, I highly suggest that you do. Let's get the portal first. Oh, we gotta double check. Unforgiven. Yep. Again, this is very time consuming. But in the long run, it's going to be much better. Wait for it to kick in. Unforgiven. Doesn't seem like it's kicking in. Fog. Can't remember if it was lit up or not. Just dawned on me whether it was lit up or not. I can go back and look at my recording, or I can just ask here in a second. Let's get this one in. And then another sign. I know the fogs was fog. There it goes. Copy this. Just in there. Okay. Now we got a lot better area for that. Workbench here. We're going to take that out. Start dismantling the outer part of the base. Not the supports, though. And move that. Now, this portal right here goes to our other base right now. So I'm not going to move that one. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just kind of decommissioning all this other stuff. They might also notice that I already have stone on the ground. I feel like stone is much better. You can get away with it in the beginning as early as possible because you don't have to repair it all the time. The problem with this kind of wood out here is that you're repairing it from time to time. You're running back and forth, repairing it. Second you can get the stone, you are leaping ahead big time. Okay. Let's see what else we want to do over here. I want to start thinking about decommissioning part of the base here. And how do we want to do our stuff here? And we'll move our cart over here a little bit. And let's see. We should probably just finish out this edge first. That's what we'll do. Let's see. I need to find some of these resources that I put off to the side here. Now what we want to do is go ahead and match what we got going across here. far out as we can. I want to check this bottom one. Make sure that one's blue. See how that one's blue? That's telling me that that's going into the ground and not into the stone. One of the cool things it does do, by the way, is it will kind of give you the opportunity to kind of snap that in there sometimes. If you have something lined up next to it, you can kind of snap it in there. Like if I did something like this, maybe, and then try to line it up. But see, it's lining up off the bottom ones. So the best thing to do is just take those bottom ones out and try to slide that underneath there. You can also try to crouch and get underneath there. And you just kind of work it into position like that. And that actually is a pretty good building thing. It makes it a little less annoying to try to get that stuff in. And there we go. Okay, we got that. We got this running across. And we know that already works. Let's see if we have any more iron left. Maybe a little bit more iron in there. I'm going to go until we run out of iron, and then I will go collect more. I'm a big fan of collecting. I love collecting stuff. I could sit and do that all day, too. Big fan of doing that. All right. Now, this should be already perfectly offset, so we can run it down right through the center. Yeah, it does. It does already offset. And then, of course, we want to make sure that it does go into the ground and that we got that blue, and then it goes green, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. Over here. There we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and utilize this. Now, obviously, you don't want to put a doorway there because you got a thing in the way. And then also want to go ahead and fix this offset here. So that's... Oh, no, not like that. Like that. There we go. So that's centered in there, giving us maximum stability. And now we're looking pretty good. Now, about right here, everybody, is where I'd be thinking about a doorway. Because people coming in from this side would want to get into the room about there. So that's a good idea. Now, one of the things I wish they had in this game is the ability just to pick something up and move it. Where you didn't have to deconstruct it. You just want to pick it up. A little pickup tool. Pick up item. Move item. I don't know if they added that to the game. I set that in forever ago. I'm going to ask. Did they add a move item in this game yet?
Negative.
Nope.
Not yet.
I thought so.
Might be the next update.
Well, that would be awesome. All right. Well, if you guys need any help with anything, let me know. I'm just going to keep on working on my little updated part of the base here, just talking to my chat. All right. So now what I'm going to do is take that thing out and then immediately go put it back down again over here by some sort of workbench so that if my crew needs a workbench of that level, they'll have that ability. Now, here in the crafting, you're going to get these different items that attach themselves to the workbench. Now, again, I'm just moving it so it's away from that spot. And that's a lot of iron there. And then very slowly, apparently, let me walk over this way so I can drop some of this stone or whatever else is weighing me down over here. Yeah, a little stone. There's stone now. There we go. And again, just so you don't forget what upgrades you did and what you didn't do. Now, one of the problems also is this problem of it can only be so close to the other item. And so, let's just put it on this side for now. I want to let me put it down. Near the appropriate... Oh, this is for the forge. This is for the forge.
Wood.
Over there.
Stone.
And then I got to repair. Now again, I'm going to leave the server up
We get,
so that people can jump in there and get going and do whatever they need to do. But I suggest when you're moving this stuff is that you pay real close attention to what it is you're taking down and what it is that you're putting up and so on. So you don't forget anything. This is a forge item here.
1.5 stacks of stone in the box.
I'm going to go ahead and mute that so they can talk to each other. Hello, what up? Again, it can't be right next to it, but it can be somewhat close, nearby. Let's say over on this side. Man, that's got to be pretty close. Put it right next to it. There we go. Dr. J, just changed my name to see if I like it or not. The Cairo Doctor. Well, hey, there we go. You're going to have to remind me for a while there, Dr. J, because I'm going to forget. You know how I am. I have a memory problem. All right, tool shelf. Let's take that down. Get them resources. And then what we'll do is we'll just make a little temporary wall over here. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be facing the thing, by the way. Just so we can go ahead and try to get this tool shelf in. We'll make it all fancy smancy later. There we go. And then up here we have a, what the name of that is, axe thing. Then back over here. This is for the forge, I think, or no, this is for this over here. Now again, the more items that you have by the bench, the more it upgrades. See over here, it's a level 5. And of course, you can make stronger weapons. You can upgrade all your gear and all of that stuff. And then taking that down, running that back over here. A little grinding wheel. There we go. Then up here at the top, our little tool thingy. And that we'll just go ahead and, where to go? Where to go? Not that one. Not seeing it right here. Oh, I didn't get my iron. Where'd my iron go? Must have fell on the other side. No? Oh, well, that's not good. That's not good. Huh. Did not give me my iron back. Unless somebody picked it up when they ran by. Well, that sucks. I'm not going to hunt it down. Go over here and see if there's some iron over this way. Not enough. Not enough. Now, we had a massive amount of iron, but I believe my crew is using the bulk of that iron. And when we run out, I'm going to run out too and try to get some as well. Yeah, it vanished. Varnished. Don't need these workbenches anymore. See, that's why it'd be great to have a move tool right there. Yeah, well. Maybe I'm not looking at the right thing. Hold on. Let's see. That's the tool one there. Yeah. Aha! There it is. Got stuck in the roof. So it usually goes on the other side of the wall, or in that case, it got stuck in the roof. I knew it was around there somewhere. I'll find it. Don't worry. You know, I've played a couple games before. Just a few. But I was just going to utilize what I got and then go and find it when I tear it down. Because I knew I was going to find it once I teared the base down as well. So that's the cool thing about the game, is it usually does a good job of all of that kind of stuff. And lots of overburdenedness going on over here. And throw that wood out there. There we go. Put that up. Okay. And this is kind of like my little work area over here. Let's see, and get a couple more of those, and let's work this in. Again, taking the other stuff out, kind of moving it around, kind of out of my way, so I can kind of upgrade what we already have. And this is going to be a very, very large area, as you can see, because that goes all the way over there. So that means I can just do this. No, or not. Oh, or not. Okay. Huh. Why is that not giving me the stability that I need? Something up with that. Something up with that. Most likely it's connected to the other pillar and not the center pillar. Put our support there while we're thinking about it. Now, this is the weird thing with this game sometimes, is that it works one time and then you do it another time. You can see it's just destroying it there. It's not letting that be supported like on the other side. So obviously it worked here, all the way across there, but doesn't seem to be working from this side. That's too bad. Good question. Could be the way that it's sitting on the pillar. Now, if you hang it from underneath, you would think that wouldn't work, but it is attached to the thing. Let's see how long it takes to eval that. That does work. Let's build across this way. See what we can get away with. Ah, stamina. Stamina! All right, let's see if we can work it from the side. See if that gives us our stability here. Again, sometimes you got to work around it, everybody. Now, another thing that could happen is you could log out, log back in again, and then the whole thing comes down. Remember, it is still a work in progress. So if that happens, everybody, you're going to need more supports. And that's one of the things I'll see. I'll see if that happens when we're trying to span so far across there. Now, obviously, I just did it on the other side over there where I ran 2 down the center, exactly the same as I'm running it now. And that has that center pillar, so that should be supporting it. But it's not recognizing that as a support, which is a bummer. Now, it could be also that these are offset for some reason. Get that stone. Grab it. Let's make sure that's not offset from these ones. Let's go up on top. Over here. I'm going to shield away. You're not sure if you have a bad offset, you go up on top and look. Yeah, it's looking pretty rock solid. Interesting. But I always got the workarounds ready. Again, I'm building that fast on for a reason, because otherwise it'll calculate it and it'll fall down. And so I'm trying to get the exact same offset I had from before. And there we go. All right, looking good, looking good. Let's go see how we're doing on the outside here. We are offsetting that. Ew, no. These are not offset. This one's not offset. There we go. That's better. Oh, and I can turn my sound back on. Then mute my crew. There we go. That makes it easier. I really want to get to the point where I can mute the sound of my game versus my crew. All right, there we go. And then these cross supports, lining those up nicely. There we go. And then just filling in these little corners. Oh, nope. And there we go. And again, you see I just totally worked around that issue. Remember, nothing works perfectly, everybody. The way you want to know if that's going to work or not, just put a whole bunch of it down and see what happens. And I like to really do long spans like this. Oops. I like to do real long spans like this to test the limits of what can be done. Yeah, what those need there is they need the end support to help those from the edge. So they're going to need that support over there to do that. And the same thing happens in games like 7 Days to Die, which also has physics in it. So you'll have like, a support over this side and you're running, say, a walkway, and you can run a walkway 16. But if you add a 17th walkway, that walkway will fall down. But if you add a support on the other end, and then you run 16 this way, you have 16 and 16, so it's actually spanning 32, because this support is holding these 16, and this support is holding these 16, so you have a span of 32, which gives you a really long distance as well. And they got a lot of awesome changes coming to 7 Days to Die. I can't wait to test it out. Not sure how much building changes they have, but they do have a lot of perk changes that are coming to the game. All right, we need to get more stone. Oh, I got stone. We need to be thinking about a door right here, too. Let's see. Let's just build a wood door for now, I think. Or maybe we'll just go and build a fancy door. What do we got for fancy doors? Darkwood gate. See if we have any iron left. I think we've burnt up some of it. There we go. Oh, more wood. Wood. And again, right about here is, you don't want to do it where your support is, but you want to have a nice entrance for your crew. And I like these ironwood gates. I think they look great. Oh, not enough iron. And iron is one of those grinding items. You got to really grind it to get it going. And eventually I'll probably run out where I won't have enough to make it happen, Captain. But we do what we got to do. Do that. Go around this way. And then cap that nicely. Oh, too far away from my stone cutter, so we'll squeeze in. Just close enough. See, I'm just close enough to the stone cutter. I'm gonna get it going. By the way, I always open doors inward like that toward a wall. And the reason why I do that is so that you don't open it the other way. you open it the other way, it's just an obstruction. You know, when people are running, they run into the side of the door. Now, it could happen on the inside as well. But what I would do is I would put benches right here. Or something there that's basically blocking them running right along the edge to there. It's kind of one of those kind of pathway thingies that you want to think through. So looking sharp so far. Let's go ahead and see if we can get our stuff back in here. There we go. Maybe we can go another one. Probably gonna run out of stone. Yep. Oh, stone up there. Get that stone. Get it. Okay, now we have to do some dangerous stuff. And that is to cut into our actual building. Now, if we cut into it too much, the whole building's coming down and whatnot. Now, I do have enough room to move the sorting. But the sorting actually is going to be different. The reason why I put it in the floor is to save space and to save resources. If you put it in the floor, you don't have to build as big a structure. You don't have to do as much. You don't have to do it as elaborate, though it is awesome looking, as like doing this. And this is very effective, but you're getting less boxes in the same location, right? So I'm more about efficiency, but this is a great way of doing it as well, especially if you're doing a kitchen so you can find the thing that you want to find. But the problem with doing it vertically like that is if a mob comes in to the side, boom, they're going to knock it out. The same thing with having it on the floor. If a troll got in here or a mob got inside here, they're going to knock out all these boxes and all your stuff's going to get messed up. Most of the time, I keep all the boxes up high. And the reason why is if a mob comes in there, less chance that they're going to get that going. Another thing that you can do is actually build in, oh, I don't have it on me, build in kind of a safety feature for your base. Like a great example is you could go ahead and have this. Why can I not build? Well, my building stuff went off. Oh, the no workbench. Put the workbench down. You can build a thing, and this is what I do in 7 Days to Die as well, is I built in some sort of structures like this that you can close to protect that thing in an emergency, right? So you can go ahead and just have your doors, open while you got your boxes and whatnot. I would probably open them outward in this case, like this. But in this particular area, this is too closed in, right? The spacing is super close. Now, if you were going to do that, you would want to integrate it with your design. Like in this case, I would integrate it more in the center pillars, where I've got this kind of center pillar going down like that. And I'd integrate it there so that I could block it like that, or I'd bring it out and just kind of manually align it like that, or I could run another post there and snap it. But you get the idea where it's more aligned perfectly so you can run in, utilize what you want to do, and then close it in either direction in that case. And then close it off so if the mobs do get in here, it's all protected against it. One of the ones that I really like is using the drawbridges. In 7 Days to Die, we use the drawbridges and you bring them down and they cover up your loot. Or you just build a little structure over the top of it that's really close to where the loot is, especially if you have it in the floor. And then you just have a little power thing. You flip the power thing and it locks it down during horde nights and things of that nature. So very, very fun. Let's take this bench out. And again, you can see I'm slowly moving the stuff out. Now, we're going to run out of time here, so I want to make sure I get this going on. Polypop reward and hydrate. I'll do the hydrate one. So we're going to do some Warlander here in a bit. Just a reminder, everybody. Working? Maybe I had it the other way the whole time. Other way. Actually, I had it on. Just a reminder, everybody, we're going to do some Warlander after some Valheim here in about a half hour. I'm going to kick you guys all off the server because I want as many of you to come join me as you can. We're going to play for a few hours. But then I will leave the server up 24/7 after that. All right. Oh, I missed a thing here. I missed a little thing. Oh, and I need my workbench back. I'll just stick one outside for right now. Okay. Moving that out here. That's what I'm doing. Take it right over there. Okay, so those benches are now fully restored. And we need to think about, okay, what are we going to do with all this loot? Now, what I'd love to do is to convert all of this loot into these boxes. Or into the higher level boxes as well. I'm going to go again, check one more time. We have any more of those? Do we get any more of that black iron, black forge iron? I need one more.
Check the smelter upstairs.
Okay. I just want to try out one of the boxes. Now I can go farm that stuff, because I can take on most mobs, just not at nighttime, in the plains, as long as I'm not taking on too many of them at the same time. Oh, that was tin. I'm going to put that back in there so someone can find it.
Yeah, check the... you'd have to check the boxes then, I'm not sure.
No, it smelted 5 more after we dealt with that 2-star.
Yeah, it wandered off somewhere. Dee. I did see some here in the box. There's some in the box. I'll just melt those again. All right. As you can see, I always have some sort of project going on. Oh, wrong one. I always forget. You got to put it in this one. Oh, this one's stopped because it doesn't have any coal. It's in the forge, but it's not processing because it's not enough coal. Because I can see there's 7 of them in there. So basically stopped forging. I got it, no problem. I only need 1. And again, it's not like I'm going to go through and, you know, put every single box of this. Now, that would be a goal to do in between our playthroughs, is to go through and build out, you know, dark wood and dark stone and all of that stuff. If I had that much time, I would. But we got other games to play, too. I got a giant list of games, everybody. I mean, massive. You guys keep adding to it. You're welcome, too, by the way, to add to that list by going to my Discord over there and posting your game suggestions over there. I do have those in a giant list. Remember, not only do I have the ones that you are suggesting, but a giant list of the ones that have already been suggested in the past. So if you suggest it, don't expect me to do it the day after or even sometime anytime soon. I do have a giant list. But feel free to go over there and add whatever it is. I suggest also to go look and see if anyone else has already suggested that particular game
Hey,
as well.
Foggy, I built up this wall so mobs don't kind of sneak.
And all right, so there we go. Black metal chest. Let's go ahead and compare the black metal chest to this one over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4. And this one is, oh, that's 9. That's 6, 7, 8. 8 by 4. So you're getting this whole row right here. You're getting 8 more slots in there. Now these ones over here are a lot less. You can see they're just 5 across and 5 across, but they're just wood. And wood's easy. You just go make a wood farm, knock it down, bam, you got so much wood you don't know what to do with. But this one's not too bad. The problem with these is that it takes tar and black metal. So I would probably take this right here and not do that. And not do it. Just put it back in here so someone else could use it in there later on. Because I feel like the amount of time it would take me to get that many of those, the amount of boxes it would take to do that many. Now, if you're hardcore playing this game, everybody, that would be one of your high-end goals. Would be to get as many of the large boxes as you can. And then, of course, build out your whole base, and then you have maximum size thing. And the same thing with your building. You'd want to try to get, you know, everything out of the highest level stuff, out of black marble and all of that stuff. And I could go and build this whole thing out of black marble and spend all those hours doing that. But again, my thing is about function as opposed to how pretty it is when I'm working with a team. Now, if it's just me and I'm building it for myself, well, then I would make it super fancy. Because fancy comes at the cost of time and resources. where functional comes at minimum amount of resources for the maximum benefit. And that's what I'm always about. But sometimes I do build fancy because it's fun. Definitely fun to do. All right, are we going to have enough time to do this? I don't know. We got about 30 minutes. Got about 30 minutes to make this happen. What can we do over here to try to cause this not to fall down? All right, we're going to move our bench first. That's going to be right in my way. Oh. So we'll put the bench out here. We'll move this over here where all this cash is. That's a red flag for me, everybody. Whenever I see people putting cash or decorating the ground or whatever, it triggers me because I've had lots of like new members show up, and then they start building stuff on the floor in everybody's way, and so on and so forth. We're gonna take this down. Okay, now here's the trick. What we want to do is continue to build along this thing and replace the current walls with the walls that we have. Now we're also going to be replacing the floor area here, so that's going to be pretty easy. We can just go ahead and start with that. Like so. That wood in there and whatever resources I just picked up. Let's see, any more stone in here? Yeah, right here. Grab that stone. Alright, just keep it on me for now. And then wheel that out here for me to use. And here, oh, I need to move my stone cutter. I always forget what category these things are under. Playing way too many different games. Gotta search them out each time. Way too many games at once. Alright. These lining up. Those don't really look like they're lining up. Definitely want to readjust that. You can also do like a tile pattern in here too, where you make it where they're every other one. You know, offset it. For me, I'm just gonna make them all lined up like that. All right, there we go. Okay, we're gonna start taking our walls out. And if we take out too much of our walls, what's going to happen is we're going to end up with no supports, and that's not going to be good. We definitely don't want that to happen. And so we're going to do this. That support in the middle. Something like that. And now it's got some support from that stone up there. Oh, got that other stuff up there. Got some bronze nails up there. Taking out this. Again, once we're done doing all the multiplayer stuff, I love just getting in here and doing some building. Oh, I've got to need some more stone. More stone. All right, that's looking good. Wow, that worked out perfect. Holy mackerel. That worked out good. Sometimes you never know, everybody. You never know how well it's going to work out. Again, you can take out a little bit of your support, but when you go to town on it too much, that's when things start falling down. Now I got to redo this whole stone floor again. Match my new setup. Okie dokie. Now, let's see. What do we want to do here? Probably fix our floors. On the inside. All of our stone going. And see, that would be a good moment right there to create an offset by a little bit more and then center it down the center of the new one as opposed to the other one. I hate these little flowers that come through your ground. Well, I feel like if you put a stone thing down there, you shouldn't be getting any of those. Okie dokie. Alright, now we need them doors. Let's see. More tar, more iron. Nope, I'm not sure if we have enough, but we'll give it a try. How much do we have left? Nope, we got 5 there. I'll put this back over here. Put that in there for someone else. Alright. Out of iron. Alright, we might have to go on an adventure. We'll do that later. Let's keep working on our walls here. How do I want to do this? Now, you have to ask yourself the question, how open do you want this to be? Do I want it to be open all the way across? Or do I want it to be, you know, in sections? Like have the sorting area be in another section. I kind of feel like I just leave it open. I'm definitely going to need a lot more iron to make it happen. Now, I also want to make sure that the area can be secured in between something does attack the base. That every area can be closed down. Still be fairly secure in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, I got to be careful here because if I take that out, those are going to get affected. I want to work this front edge. Good time to go on top. Little problem there. Little problem. Back it up just a little bit more. There we go. Prepare all my stuff. Don't like the way that sits like that. I mean, this stuff is centered, but This over here doesn't really overhang on both sides like it should, but we'll leave it for now. Make a little archway instead. Oh, not supported. Yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it. It's not lined up right. I don't like it. Always run out of stone right on that last piece. Stuff drives me crazy, but you do what you gotta do. Just trying to work it so I can get the archway in there. And then it also will have the doorways on both sides. And I'm just gonna put these doors back. And there we go. So now we got the arch over the top. Very nice. Slowly working that underneath those. Trying to keep it from taking those boxes out. Alright. Looks good. Liking it, liking it. Let's see if we get away with another row here. Don't cut her too far. Again, the bigger the thing you build and the more elaborate you build, the more lag you're going to get. Keep that in mind. But we like to test the limits of it. And if we had to, we'd just tear it down. We'll just tear it down and use it for something else or somewhere else. Okay. Not enough support. More stamina issues. Stamina. Ah. Coming along. Okay, what do we want to do here? I feel like we want to put another support out over there. Man, I really like these over here. It's pretty nice. I think what I'm going to do is move this over and make the wall over here as opposed to over here, giving a bigger, wider area in between the buildings. We'll see. So yeah, see, the real sticking point now is the boxes. It's how I want to do the boxes and all of that. Also, how do I want to do the ceilings here? Good question. Good question. I'm gonna move this out of here because it's in my way. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, need a workbench. Find me a place for it. Now, if you take something down, put it back so people can get back. Oh, especially if you type it right. There we go. Put it back so people can get back through, because otherwise they'll get stuck over there on that side. Of course, they could always go in and do it. Now, one of the things that I find, whatever I'm doing, everybody, no matter what I'm building or whatever, that's the moment that somebody wants to use that thing. And it's always like, Kismet, hurry up. So it can be annoying if you are the builder, especially if people are like, oh, you took the thing out, I need to use the thing. I'm like, well, you can wait a second while I'm, rebuilding it. And that's, you gotta have somebody who's the prerogative setter there as well. But I knew that was going to happen. The second I moved it, someone would want to use it. And they're going in and out of there a lot, because that's our other mega base that we're building right now. And I'm trying to get over here and label it. There we go. Moved it over there. Now, once I move it, then I will tell everybody I moved it.
Hex color.
Hey, everybody. I moved the WoW portal into the regular portal room. Right when I got a thing. Let's see, who is that? Interplayer X coming with 6 months of sub love, getting a brand new sub badge. Show him some love in the chat, everybody. Go show him some love. Appreciate you big time. Right over there. Ten-minute warning, everybody.
Hey, Kiz.
Is?
I figured out that you can use hex code on the signs.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Aren't we using hex code on there?
No, we're just using color names.
Yeah, I think that was TM who said we could use hex code, but cool. Dig it.
But you had to put the number sign in front of the number, the number of the color.
Yeah, it actually disappears when you do it too, right? When you use the hex code, it doesn't actually show as the hex code after you do it. It just shows you the name of the thing. I remember that from before where it didn't actually say color red or whatever. It would disappear when you would do it. I remember that from the first time.
Not yet, until just now, been able to get the hex code to work.
Oh. Well, cool. Cool. How am I using that one? Let's see. So, I want to leave that open. I think I probably want to take these out. Take some of my stuff down, but such is the way it goes. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think that was right. I didn't think that was correct. Alright. What I want to do here at the end, in case a mob comes running up, is block this so that they're not hitting the portals over here. So right here, oh, too far away from my thing again. Let's move that real far over there. Now again, everybody go download that Warlanders. We're going to play that here in just a bit. Remember, it's free to play. You can download it on Steam and come and join us. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to temporarily kick them off the server to entice them to come play that game. And then I will set it back up on 24 hours later on. All right. Let's see. I need a box is what I need. Furniture.
I'm down. We got a seeker outside Mega Base.
Always something.
I'm coming.
Always something. Okay, so can I put the
I was
other?
going to try and go get some stone. That's why.
I'll try
Which
to
way? Or is your
down.
dead?
I'm dead.
Here.
It's down there on the left side of the bedroom.
Like where I'm at right now, Forgiven?
Bravely advance in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I think I like that better, just for safety issues of mobs coming up from the side there. We don't want. I don't want them wiping out them portals.
Okay, go get stuff now.
Ah. Hate it when I click right at the second where my cursor moves.
I think I hear another one.
Yep,
Back chain that all the way back.
near the tower.
There's some of them out here. They're probably in the water.
Follow me.
Look out, Warforge.
Right.
There's a seeker down there.
Okay, I'll go kill it.
Oh, please do. It's near my. It's just near my corpse. It's near the wizard tower.
Oh, I'm at the main base, not that base.
Do it from inside. Doing it the hard way. Maybe it is the hard way, this way. Hard to see when portals are in my way. Let's walk around the outside. Nice. Oh, I had my tool up. Tried to jump around the corner and it just fell. Try that again. My shield away. Whop. There we go. All right, very nice, very nice. Whee. Yep, like that better. All right. Now we got that going. Now we can put back in our walls here.
By the way, at the main base, I'm going to move the artisan table for a quick sec.
What did I do with my stone? Right here.
Foggy, got another secret.
For Forge, if you wanted to just put the artisan table on the north side of the kitchen, then it would reach probably all the way across. Seems
Okay.
like much further range than the other.
All right, we're gonna
tables.
run out top.
All right, I'll put it next to that rune stone den.
See how we're doing in here. Wow.
Oh, it's just that to repair
more
those
stone.
also requires being in range of the artisan table.
All right. There it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just needed to rearrange the windmills.
Yeah, I gotta have a place for all this stuff in the meantime. That's the tough part.
Okay, forgive me. Is there anything else going to attack you now?
I don't know. I was actually going to go look for some stone for the time being till he kicks us off the server.
I
Yeah.
just collected a bunch of stone. So in the overflow boxes, in the same row as a bunch of wood overflow, there's a couple boxes of stone.
There you go. 5-minute warning, everybody. Heads up. Now, if you haven't already done so, download some Warlanders. I'm gonna throw in the chat for everybody if you guys want to come join us.
Okay.
Hey,
I
kids, are you using this cart next to the kitchen?
No,
Okay.
I just moved it out of my way while I was fixing that wall.
Oh, kids, me and Unforgiven finished the throne room. If you want to see that for you, we can kick us off.
Oh yeah, I forgot to come look at everybody's builds. I totally got absorbed there. Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay.
All right, let's go check a look at that stuff, and we'll come back to that another time. if we don't have 7 days to die. Now, my goal is to leave the server up
Okay.
until they come out with another update, and then we're gonna leave the base and go from there.
Come here for a minute.
Now, this is a little place I built right over here. Oh, I gotta wait till it loads. A little place I built just to hold a little bit of stuff in here,
Perfect.
and the
So we got,
portal.
like, 4 chests for like all the metals. smelting
Now,
stuff,
in here,
and
this was done
boxes
by
of money.
Anion. Did a really great job. Create a little sleep area for us in here. Very cool. Love all of that. This is actually the final boss in this area. This is our mega base. Look at this. Whoa, very cool. I love the round columns. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
missed it. Where's the WoW portal?
And
And
the portal room. Let's get away. Let's get in here. Forgive me.
portal room back wall. All right. Look at this place. Fancy schmancy in here. Got a hot tub. Looking nice. Yeah, look at this. Oh, with a little like seat throne room thing.
This
you know.
is a throne room, by the way, Kiss.
Yeah, I see that. Cool. Oh, the big tables here. Cool. Neato. Yeah, we go in and
We're gonna let everybody on the team pick a banner and put it on the back of their chair.
that's a cool idea. Wow, great work in here. Like the candelabra up on top.
Stairs all the way down to the water level now, out the front or back.
We're not done with that room, which that's we have to figure out something to put in there besides that hot tub ref for now.
Very cool. Yeah, I like the lighting. See, I look at the little stuff, everybody. I look at the lighting, the way it is. Yeah. I see sitting in here, chilling out with the crew, just having something to eat. Let's see. Yeah, I can sit right on there. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I dig it where you can just sit. You can walk right up to it and sit wherever you want. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
I claim the middle one. I claim the middle one.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I had all these chairs just in case we have people come in and out through the 24-hour server. So.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm hoping to keep it going until they come out with another update. For that. Oh man, look at all these boxes in here. Holy mackerel.
Oh yeah, I'm still working in this area.
Very cool. Like the forges. Looks good. Well, hopefully it doesn't nullify our playthrough and we have to play through again, but if it does, I might just let everybody keep their gear, and then, you know, just whatever level character you got, we just go for it, so we don't have to play through all the way again. Because we've done that now. I mean, this is like our third time playing through the beginning of the game. Like
yeah.
this.
Definitely get power through most of this beginning area if we have to restart.
Yeah, I love these stairwells down here. Oh man, look at this. Got
Cool
docks
long
down
time.
there. Who did all these stairwell down here?
This was my project.
Oh,
All
it's
this
awesome.
cliffside stuff was really annoying.
Whoa! Where's my, Oh, I don't have my, ether.
This is the only issue. We have a lot of streakers around here.
Oh, you actually made it go over to the little dwarf area over here. Cool. You tied
I
it
was
into the
gonna,
dwarf area.
at some point, turn this old dwarf tower into a wizard's tower. With the
Yeah,
elder
cool.
table in here and all that.
Yeah, knock it. We'll cut the underpings of it, let it all fall down, and then you can just rebuild it however you want. Neato. Neato. See, my crew, they do a good job, everybody. They do a good job. I love the whole walkways down the side there, that kind of rounded walkways. Yeah, just kind of let them do their thing. Oh, this way. Let them do their thing. I like their throne room in there. That came out awesome. Very, very cool. I love little lights, too. Little lights there. And whatnot. Anon did a great job. Anything else? Oh, there's a one-star hair in here.
Get him.
Oh, dead now. Dead
No,
now,
I think
sucker.
that's all for around this area for now, guys.
All right. Anybody build anywhere else that you want to show off or no?
If you head to the kitchen, I'll take you to the farm hub.
Oh, cool. Let's check it out.
See this.
I want to see it as well.
All right. See, and this is why I let my crew, not just me, everybody, but let my crew use their creativity to do their thing. Now, I'm just doing basic stuff, just showing you basic building. And we could get into super advanced building if you wanted to, but that takes a lot of, it's really about finesse, about, you know, how I was working off offsets there instead of working off just snapping. That kind of stuff takes a lot. Oh, you got a little secret door back here. I like that. You got a little secret door in the back. Now he's making a big farm hub over here. Now,
Surprised me
one of
when
the
he
things,
came out of it.
one of the things you really need to do early on in the game when you have this many
No, he
people
just ran past like he wasn't
is
there. I
to
don't think he
wow,
saw
look
me.
at
I was
this
like,
place.
Yeah, she was sitting
Wow,
Where did he come from?
Why this? Wow.
wow, nice job. Holy mackerel. Oh, like the portal room over here.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
So I got the chicken coop right here.
Yay, where I can't hear it.
Exactly, and I took all the bees off the base too, so you can't hear it.
Yeah, I noticed the bees were gone.
And then the
Yeah,
boar pin, because I had 1-star boars, so I...
More meat, more feed. Oh,
This is impressive, Warforge.
yeah, you can get up on the top here and
Jeez, boy.
feed them from up here. Cool.
And then this is where I fish from the dock.
Man, how long you been working on this, Warforge? Holy moly.
All week.
A lot. Yeah, I've seen him every time I've been on. He's been on.
Oh, come on. Gotcha. I like this cool idea of having the dock with these angled things you can be up on, too. That's
Yeah,
cool.
the fish jump in there, and so I just go down there and just pick them up.
Oh,
Yeah, they get trapped up in here because when the water comes up, right?
Yeah, they jump. Those redfish jump in there because we don't have the bait to catch them. So you gotta have a serpent's head.
Ah, tricky. Oh, I like the dock, too. Very nice. Easy peasy. Look at my crew doing their thing. And that's why I like to have these servers. Big shout out to Nitrato, by the way, who let me
I
who
moved
sponsored
the
me
mist
for my
farm
servers.
to a spot where I didn't need any of the lanterns. And then the plains farm, I put another portal there.
Did you plant these trees back here, or were they already there?
Nah, I planted them.
They look like they're planted. They look awesome. Nice.
So if you go through the mist farm, I got my the mist farm over there where it's all clear.
We even built this up. Cantilevered base.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dude's been, he's been busy. I was going to try to go the alternate way. He's been busy. We're going. Good spot, too. Nice and flattened out. Out of stamina, of course. Look at this. All right, Jodins and a bunch of mage caps.
Glowy crops.
Yeah, in a non-foggy area. I like that. Nice.
Yeah, we discovered it a while back, so I marked it on the map and came back.
Yeah.
This is one of these weird areas that we were going to the main base and we found it. Or
Yeah.
This is just north of the portal up on that rock in the ocean. Is that X11 or something?
Yeah. All right. Any other cool stuff?
No,
Is there
that's it.
anything impressive at Plains Farm?
Nah, it's just where just the normal one.
Ah, I see. Just oh, there's two portals to it. Nice.
Yeah, I just added a second one.
Oh, interesting way to do the chests on the side there too. Yeah, you
Yeah,
surrounded them.
Yeah, as soon as I come out of the portals, I can just run straight to the chest and dump everything.
Yeah, it's right at eye level, like that. And we got a little bit of onions going here. Very nice.
Oh, that'll explain where all the onions came from.
Yep.
Yeah, we got in here.
I was leaving the carrots and the turnips at the other one so we can have those over there.
I might have an
onions over here.
idea like to redo. I have an idea to like redo that whole area, the old, the other farm area. It's just anything.
I
make a
found
plan.
Lola and Kyle.
Yeah, those are the ones I don't kill. I kill all the others. And I think I got Doris and Tucker as the chickens.
Holy mackerel, look at all those chickens in here. Yeah, it's harder to kill them if you name them.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a little tricky too. The entrance is up higher so that they can't jump out when you come in. Ah.
Yes, and I did it with the stone around it so they can't throw the eggs or move the eggs out. Like
Oh,
in the
look at
last
little
one,
baby.
the main base. It was just annoying me.
There's a little
That's
baba.
pretty annoying.
Yeah, those chickens were like free range, or like on free range most sessions on Saturdays.
Got the
Just
bonfire up
getting
there in the
and out of
corner.
it is tricky.
You can see you flatten that out. Oh, you flatten that wall all the way around, right? You brought that wall up.
Yep.
See,
So
when you
I
bring
don't
up the
get
wall
attacked,
like that,
except for the seekers when they fly in, like last night.
they can't.
The secrets are in the meadows now.
They
Yeah, they'll
can't.
come everywhere. Now that we
Stamina.
got
Tonight.
Come on, stamina.
Only at night.
They can't break through
okay.
your base when you do that.
Let's go on,
They
like,
can't
I'm
destroy
gonna
this
try to
type of
redo
wall.
the Other garden base.
They can't destroy that type of wall because it's solid. Only you can destroy those kind of walls with your pickaxe, but mobs like trolls and things like that can actually not destroy the wall. So instead of building your own wall, you could just raise up a wall like he did here. Really perfectly done wall, too. Look how nice and clean that wall is. And then he went and flattened it out around the outside, except for that spot. It's a little tough to get by. But then he went around and flattened it out all around the outside, so it's just a one single block all the way up. I like that. Necktail back here. So yeah, very cool. Very cool.
They actually almost killed me.
That's Farm Hub. Where's the portal to get back to the base?
Inside the house.
Farm Hub. All right. I already forgot. All right, let's prepare to play some Warlander, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and let's everybody do an all sleep and log out. And then I'm going to restart the server so you guys will have it. But then I'm going to turn it off for a little bit while we're doing Warlander, and then I'll turn it back on later.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So
You gonna
that's
do a little break in between.
that's what
Are
we're going to
we,
do. No, we're taking a break now while everybody loads up and does all of that.
Are we all sleeping at the mega base or here?
At here at the primary base. Doesn't matter where you sleep really, but
It's
because
daytime. I just logged out.
yeah, if you just log out, and then I'll save. All right. Let's see. We got everybody out. Still waiting for him to log out. For it to kick in. Sometimes it takes a minute for that thing to kick in because it's still logging out. All right. Now, we got a lot done today, actually. A pretty good amount. What I need more iron and to finish that out. So what I would do is just to kind of finish up what we were doing is basically you get the gist of it. I would run that over. I would put another pillar right here. I would run this wall across, and then that would give me the perfect span. You can see that I have one in the center. Basically, these are my two center pillars that are running down. Then the side's going to hold up some of them, and that side's going to hold up some of them. And then your center pillars that you're running down, so using the minimum amount of iron right down the center. And then you have this huge open area that you can use for your base. And it's just so cool when it's big and open like that because you can build out big areas and do all sorts of things, so it doesn't feel as cramped. And I like to do that. I like to have high ceilings as well, archways and all of that stuff. And again, it's not fancy, but it does tell you a bit of how those mechanics work and what you can get away with in the game itself. All right, I think everybody's out. Yep, just me. And then I'm going to press the button, and I'm going to tell it to save. Because we don't want to lose all that hard work that my team just did right over there. Now, my team's going to take a break. All right, everybody, take a quick break while we're switching over. All right, so we're going to switch over to some Warlander, everybody. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and just park myself in here and quit on out of there. Now, I'm going to let it sit for a minute while I go ahead and restart the server here in a bit. Even though I just saved it, I still don't like to just instant restart it because I'm old school. And of course, you can come join us, everybody. If you want to join us for 7 Days to Die in the future or other games that we play, Here in the stream, you go over onto the Discord, you read the rules, you click that green check mark, you go over there and join us. You can find that in the chat. All I ask is that you be awesome. Be awesome over there, everybody. All right. Oh, and there's something going on Valheim. How to insert a color. I thought that's how we did it before. I don't know. I don't remember. I think that's what we did before we actually told it the color. I don't know. That's how I'm remembering it. But then again, I have serious medical conditions. All right, I'm going to mute my crew for just a second here. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a backdrop, and we're going to go play some Warlander. Let's do it. Thanks for watching this video. Keep the Kismet love train a-going. Drop by my Patreon and show your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlo, Notorious TDK, Scriplin, Ems, Brando, and Blaring Fire. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.